Hello everyone, welcome back to Spire 2. Ascension 2 is what we're going to be tackling today. And, well, historically this is where I've lost, but our audio is working. Looks, yeah, I think it sounds okay enough. I don't know, everything always sounds like quiet there, but maybe it's fine. Other people can let me know if I'm quiet. Alright, so we're going to take a look at our character stats here. So 10 wins, 0 losses. We just need to hit that number up to 55. And I'm nowhere near there. That's how the beginning of challenge runs go, right? You just play over and over again until you get good. So today I just want to focus on taking my time, making sure I don't make any really dumb mistakes, and hopefully that should be enough. Again, I think like on the low levels here, underestimating the Ascensions and not treating them with any respect is a great way to throw a streak, and that is how I've been doing that so far. So I'm gonna hopefully not do that this time. Like once a run is set up and done, like you can be a little bit more carefree, but you gotta immediately change your mindset when the next run happens as well, which has also been a problem I've been struggling with on this win streak series. So let's see if I can do better. And today, of course, we will start with Ironclad. Ironclad is kind of a really good character at the low levels. I don't think I've lost a single run on Ironclad yet. At least as far as this win streak series go. At high levels, like at higher Ascensions, I think Ironclad can be a bit tougher, though I've been having better luck with them lately. Ironclad and Silent are my most confident characters right now, alongside Defect. And then I'm still kind of struggling with the Regent, and the Necrobinder I'm losing runs on when I feel like I shouldn't. I don't know, I feel like the Necrobinder's like only received nerfs since they've been out. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's like close to true. Don't need to remove 2 cards necessarily. There is a somewhat early shop. There's in fact 2 shops, and I could choose to go to them or not. There's a really safe path up here. Yeah, I like that left path, and I like taking some gold. Gold gives us options at shops. If we see cards we like, we can get those. That can be fantastic. So, ooh. Bash and a Strike should take out this Corpse Slug. Unfortunately, though, it has to be a Bash and a Strike. This guy's going to do a single target attack. If we draw 3 defends, that won't be enough because they're only blocking for 3. That's a shame. Yeah. I wonder if I could have done that better. Still, we healed up slightly on this fight, so it's not all bad. Unrelenting Howl from Beyond and Sword Boomerang, huh? We're in the waterfall area. We could try Howl from Beyond. It's kind of not great. I guess Unrelenting is fine, mostly when upgraded. Sword from Boomerang has like the most potential, but let's try Unrelenting here. Oh, interesting. An attack with Sharp 2. Well, would have been fun to take the Sword Boomerang, but so it goes. Just get a little nimble defend. Didn't have a power to get Swift. I think this is gonna be just fine. Lets us block a little bit more here, nicely. Okay. So far, so good. Filled up on this fight as well. I do like Bully as a card. I like Battle Trance a lot. But I think I'm going to take a Bully early, and we can focus on getting some vulnerable stuff and upgrading. Ooh. Ooh. Transform a card. We could upgrade a random card, which would totally be fine, but this is right before our shop. This might, like, make me go a different direction. Who knows? Stampede, okay. Add a random color to this card. I mean, that's kind of fun. I mean, get more max HP. Oh, we're feasting. We're feasting. Feeding Frenzy? Yes. Upgrade a random card? Easily. Oh, okay. Dang. We're out of gold. We couldn't feast anymore. Now do I want to continue the same route? Let's see. Did we just make our deck stronger? I think slightly. Can I fight this elite and then multiple elites and then maybe go to a shop later? I think I can. I don't know if I want to lose 13 max HP for it, though. Glow Water Potion. I guess this is a way out versus Aeon Glass. Not that I think Ironclad has the biggest problem with Aeon Glass anyway. So, I don't know if I care too much about the Glow Water Potion. I also don't want to, like, hold a potion for so long. Getting nimble on block cards is pretty good. I'm a little bit scared to lower my max HP and HP in general right now. That looks sketchy. When we're about to face an Underdogs Elite. But we do have 2 better block cards at least, and a Finesse. Maybe it's okay. This decision right here could be one that ends the run. We shall see. I'm going to pop the Liquid Bronze on this guy. And then we'll hopefully play a more expensive attack coming up here. Yep. Ooh, we can play this first though. That's very nice. This does 19. That's way better than I thought, actually. Okay. Can we get full block? That wasn't bad. This is actually going great. 9. And then if you stun yourself on your turn... Oh, never mind. Right, Stampede. I'm going to forget Stampede like every time, I feel. That's so good. Not that time, of course. That time I remember Stampede because, well, it was just relevant. That was a really good fight. Again, I love Battle Trance just generally, though we have a Finesse, so it's a little less good, but I love Whirlwind as an option as well. 1-2 punch with Whirlwind could be kind of interesting. Whirlwind doesn't work necessarily as well with the Unrelenting, so let's see if we can get something that, like, does. Not that that should be, like, our main concern, but we have pretty good energy now. Not gonna greed out. Take a Pendulum, that's great. And let's get our Bash upgraded first here. We want to have more vulnerable for the Bully to do more damage. And so far, so good. Drew all our blocks early, unfortunately. So we're gonna not have any blocks, this next turn. Yeah. We knew it was gonna be true. Skulking Colony just gets to deal damage. That's just what they do. Maybe I don't want to draw extra, actually. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, we can't beat them on turn 2 here because we didn't do enough damage earlier. That sucks. That really sucks. Well, took big hits. Skulking Colony, I think you just do as Ironclad generally. You take a lot of damage. We love Colossus. I love Hemokinesis too, but I think I really like Colossus. That gives us a lot more defense, and all of a sudden, I'm feeling like we're actually pretty strong. Do I want to take damage on this fight? I feel like I almost don't have to take damage. That might be a little crazy. I wish it played anything other than our second strike. Thanks, Stampede. Whatever, it's a C-Punk. We'll be fine. Can't believe we're still on this sort of fight here. Then we have a Bludgeon. Bludgeon Stampede. It's a classic. I'm going to go to a shop now, rather than fight another Elite, though I recognize that could be wrong. Let's see if we can make use out of this meal ticket, get more max HP in the future. Get Brand. That's a form of scaling, though Eternal Feather is like an incredible form of healing. But Ironclad might need that less than most. And we could make our deck more efficient and lean here. I like improving our deck for the long term. I'll buy a Brand, and then let's buy a Colorless Potion for the boss fight, just to treat it with the respect it deserves. It is the Waterfall Giant, so I actually am going to heal here. Because sometimes they scale too fast. I think we have the damage to like beat them down before it's too bad. Ooh, and the new background art feels really cool. Love seeing the game get slowly made better and better. So yeah, of course we have Unrelenting as well to synergize with our Bludgeon. So it's also part of the Bludgeon pickup evaluation, though I don't think I set it at the time. trying to get better about explaining all of my thought process. Let's see if we can get a little lucky this turn. Nope. So far, Stampede has not been hitting the cards we want. That's okay. I should have played the Bash first, actually, and had Unrelenting, so I could play the Bludgeon later. That was a mistake. I don't think it's going to be a mistake that matters on this fight, though. Yeah. Okay, we didn't need to heal. We take no damage. It's kind of incredible, actually. Alright, the Stampede Unrelenting kind of doesn't work super well sometimes. I took 0 damage on this part. I'm always thinking of like Ascension 9 enemies. We're not at Ascension 9 yet. Hellraiser would be good if we were struggling with energy and had a lot of strikes, but that is like really not what we're about. Cruelty, I think, is good. They did just buff Juggernaut when you gain block, deal 6 damage instead of 5. Does that make it worthwhile? Oh my god, let me see the upgrade. Okay. I think we're going to take Cruelty here. I think Cruelty is fine enough to add. We still need more Vulnerable, though. If we get Break... Burning Blood, Black Blood... Nah. I feel like Black Blood should be improved somewhat, but maybe that's wrong. Like, maybe it's fine as is. Gain 4 potion slots filled with random potions. I mean, we could enchant a skill. But I generally don't know. Like, I don't necessarily want to enchant Battle Trance for the start of combat. Let's gain 4 potion slots. Potions are pretty valuable. They can get you through a lot of the game. And we want to look at a late shop. Ideally on a path that has some elites. Because we are the Ironclad, and we can take on these elites pretty well. I guess I could face one elite if I want to go to that late shop. Which I think is the plan. Alright, Feeding Frenzy. We can play a Stampede. We do want to get full block here. For the rock, and then... I think we'll end up playing the Strike, so the Unrelenting automatically has to be played. Seems like the best course of action. And then Bludgeon is free. And I don't need to take any extra damage this fight. We'll be A-okay as is. Cool. So the potion is here. Could grab ourselves an armaments. We have a severe lack of upgrades on cards, so yeah, our already upgraded armaments. I like it. And it also comes with Nimble, of course. Ooh, I feel like I just don't need this as the Ironclad, but we might as well keep the key, right? Might as well get History Course. Don't throw away free wins when you see them. Sometimes the Ironclad has a little bit of trouble in the late game, so... I don't hate the idea. Don't want to drink. I feel like I want to drink like a strength potion on this fight or something. I want something. Maybe drink a swift potion too. Maybe that's a little bit too far. But we could do Unrelenting, Bash, this. Take very little damage, probably. Yeah. Cool. That fight was incredibly easy. Could take a True Grit. It's a good card. Even unupgraded, but we'll help to upgrade it. Ooh, this guy might steal my Bludgeon. Stole Unrelenting. Not as bad, but honestly kind of annoying still. We're drawing our deck in a really bad order. Might need to drink an attack potion or something. Oh yeah, this is a terrible order. Okay, so we can Stampede, play this, get our block going, play that, then don't play Brand. Think we'll have enough damage to get through, so I should get the extra draw from Pendulum here. Yeah, we should break them. I think it's pretty guaranteed we can get through now. Close, but we do get through. Bloodletting. Bloodletting's not bad. Lets us take more like pommel strikes in the future, especially if the pommel strikes are upgraded. Kind of just want to deal all the damage to a Might. Try to take as little damage as possible from these toxics. So we're going to take a bit. Again, not the best draw order I've seen. Okay. Can block here, get rid of a toxic. I guess we could have done that with True Grit, and that would have been better, technically. But it would have also not mattered. I probably didn't need to take an extra damage here. This should be just about lethal, yeah. We get there. Pommel Strike pluses, just as I was saying. Seems like something we want to take. Armaments. Makes our cards better. I don't know, maybe I can take out that other Chomper at the end. I'm feeling like that might be possible. Take 2, that's fine. I have a blood potion, it's kind of burning a hole in my pocket. The Feeding Frenzy just gives me such an inflated sense of our deck at some points. It's very cool. Okay, I'm gonna just try not to take as much incidental damage here. Let's be smart. We have a bunch of dazes now we're gonna have to draw through. I should have played that. Alright, remember how I was like, let's be smart, and then immediately did something dumb? Let's not do that again. I don't know why I played the bash there. Silly me. Upgraded Bludgeon. I kind of don't hate a second Bludgeon here with Stampede in the deck and all the draw we have going on. It just makes sense to me. Now, is there another card we'd like upgraded? Probably Brand, honestly. Probably Bludgeon as well, so... yeah, I think it's potentially worth not going to the question marks and just having more combats. Let's upgrade the Brand. Get the Bludgeon upgraded again. Okay, it's going to be a tough fight, potentially. At least we can get rid of a annoying card. Strike you. Take 1. Not too bad. Again, we have this blood potion. And just, it's begging to be used. Oh my gosh, should have played the other card. Whatever. Wow, you really have to take these guys out a little quickly, huh? This is gonna suck. Darn. Take 20? That's pretty bad. Bludgeon, not so good on this fight. Maybe I should have popped a different potion early on. We actually can't beat this guy down too. That's really unfortunate. They have, unfortunately, the maximum amount of HP. So they're just barely able to survive. I think that's the maximum amount of HP at this level anyways. That was a really, really bad fight. Kind of wish we had a breakthrough. But we'll take one now because it can be useful versus like Centimillipede still. Might even avoid this next elite combat. Yeah, there's a lot of these types of fights where breakthrough's good. Let's defeat the Bullbug Nectar if we can. Okay. So play Colossus. Do that, play that. Cool. Full block. Did AoE damage. Life's pretty good for now. We can Unrelenting you. We don't quite have Stampede, do we? Though, if I do this, it's a weird choice. Alright. Didn't take damage. We're all good. Crimson Mantle. I mean, that's a way to start to handle our block problems that we're having. I like Vicious as well, but usually when we actually have any other vulnerable cards than are starting. Yeah, it might not be as strong as I thought, so let's not fight an elite. I'll gain gold since we're about to visit a shop. We could do a max rest. Yeah, let's just rest up. We're at 79 HP. We're almost back to our normal maximum health. Just about getting there. Can use the Clarity Extract. Didn't get our favorite potion thing. But if I can get the Frond, then everything is forgiven. Do I want to play Bash? I guess yes, but we're going to do something else. It's always been interesting to me that these minions get all their HP back. Like, it's not a problem, I just like, I actually kind of like the design. I just think it's an interesting thing to do. Alright. The Sovacopter. Gonna go down now. Feel no pain. Sword Boomerang, I guess could be okay now. We do have the brand. We're slowly getting through cards. It's strength payoff. We're full health. I mean, there's an argument for the Petrified Toad here. I think getting rid of a strike is definitely going to be helpful here. And is there a different potion I'd like? Do I want Internal Armor? Do I want Vicious? We just have to beat this boss, basically, and get to History Course. So, by that logic, I should spend here, but we have so many potions. Like, I can't actually imagine losing to this boss. Such a world doesn't exist. Alright. Alright. Shame we're gonna have to use this free strike. I'm gonna drink a dex potion. Should have done it earlier, but it hasn't mattered yet. Okay, yeah, Feeding Frenzy. Pommel Strike. I was going to get rid of a card that I'd prefer less. We can Brand, get a little bit more strength. Yeah, probably hit for 40. I'd say that's pretty good. Drink Colorless Potion 2. Our hand is definitely not empty. Alright. I'll take some damage, but that's fine, because we have HP. And they're also taking lots of damage. They're at half health, we're at half health. Like, it's all fair. Take 7 damage. Now we gotta be a little careful. I think I could have, like, technically played that strike, but we're fine. Are we actually taking damage here? 13 plus 19? We are. My goodness. Okay. Gotta be ultra careful, I guess. I mean, I think now we win, hopefully. Yeah, easily. Golden Axe is doing a lot of damage. Turns out when you double the card's damage, it gets pretty good. So there's Impervious or Unmovable. I've just had so much luck with Unmovable, I'm gonna take it, even if it slows us down. Instinct? No Instinct? Wow. This is like the perfect time for Instinct, though. Okay, well, I'm glad I've been taking some Aeon Glass answers. It's nice to have, but... Really? No Instinct? I can't double my bludgeon damage? Makes me kind of sad. Darn. Power's costing 1 energy more. Actually, we are kind of a powers deck. Could be a little bit annoying. Like, it's still a good energy relic, even if you have a decent amount of powers, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't have the most. I mean, cooking is also good. Get rid of strikes. Maybe get rid of 2 defends as well. We're gonna get rid of the lantern key too. How many campfires do we have going up? Max HP is like another way to win, right? Yeah, we have a good campfire path. We're definitely not take the right path. That right path is not flexible and has to face 3 elites, and no, that looks awful. This left path looks amazing. So many question marks, campfires before elites, and a shop right at the end. That's where we want it. We'd even go a shop early, because we have some gold early. Kind of might as well. But energy would be nice for us. I think I'm gonna cook. I think cooking is good. Wish we could have gotten Delicate Frond, of course. We'll have to maybe save money for some potions too. Let's drink our attack potion here. I don't want to lose max HP. Perfect. Unrelenting is going to be fantastic. Great. Got our way out of this fight, fortunately. Wasn't perfect, but what can you do? I think I shrug it off. Go to an early shop. Razor Tooth, also kind of good. Body Slam probably going to be kind of good, especially with a Razor Tooth. We would have had a mirror if we'd gotten Instinct. We could have like duplicated a really cool card. Darn. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy Razor Tooth and Body Slam. I'm going to buy another attack potion. I think that's most likely to bail me out. Devoted Sculptor does demand us to deal damage quickly. block. But that won't stay the same always. Okay. How do I do this? It's Unrelenting into Bash into Stampede, I believe. Almost has lethal. Do take some damage. It's not too much, and we heal a little bit. I mean, it is a lot, but we'll live. Okay, maybe I should grab a headbutt, actually. But we are going to get History Course here. And if we can just make Bludgeon the last card we play it a lot of the time, that'll be good. We'll just have to play it with Stampede, so that'll be interesting. Gonna take some damage, get Mask of Weakness. We like that. Foul Potions. I love when I have so many potion slots here. And I will be visiting a shop. Okay. Already having ways to get rid of Aeon Glass's artifact, and then we're gonna cook. Get rid of our 2 strikes. We might have to rest at the end, but I'm hoping we don't. I do want to go to this other campfire. Ooh. Gotta make a decision. 63 is almost enough to wipe one of these dudes. Well, I guess we don't have to make a decision just yet, actually. We could wipe one of these guys out. Okay, that seems really good. That's a great start to this fight. Cubix Constructs can deal a lot of damage. We play Bludgeon again, of course, because it's the last card we played. I remembered that. I always remember History Course immediately when we play it. So far, so good. I think I'm going to skip on these. We'll visit here. I think I want to try cooking again. Go to this defend. Because it's not so good anymore. Could get rid of this other unupgraded Body Slam. I don't think I'm going to have time to upgrade it. Oh, it does get upgraded by itself. I guess these Body Slams will be hitting for a lot later. So getting rid of a defend here makes sense. Getting rid of second defend, I think, makes sense. Unupgraded defends aren't really going to do too much for us here in the late game. And we'll probably have to use some potions here. In fact, let's use our Dex Potion. Just try to play it safe. Alright. I don't know if Stampede works well against the ethereal guy. It might not. Like, we might just want to play Bludgeon multiple times. Let's drink an attack potion as well. Like I said, I just really want to do well here. It's a lot of damage. Is that enough damage, actually? Okay. Take 15, but we wipe out one of the dudes, and the other Magi Knight's gonna be wiped out immediately. Never mind. I forgot that we would be playing that twice in a row. Almost lost by having History Course. Which is a tiny bit insane. But it is true. Okay. So we won, but like, that cost way more HP than it should have. We should never have lost that much. Second, Bloodletting, probably not necessary with Stampede and stuff. Like, I think we won't need it. I hope we won't need it. We don't have enough draw, I think, right now. for me to want it. But there's a lot we can get at the shop that would make me want it, so let's take it. Okay, we heal a little bit. That's very welcome. We need at least a little bit of healing. And we can give this guy some of his favorite foul potions. That's going to let us purchase some stuff. I think I'm going to want a blood potion to heal up. I think a vulnerable and a block potion will help us a lot. I think having any extra source of vulnerable will be nice. And then I think belt buckle over oddly smooth stone, because we'll likely use all of these pretty quickly here. Then can I afford anything? Nope. Okay. Still, I think that was a good purchase. We're not going to cook. We're going to rest to get to nearly full HP. And with 98 HP, I think this deck can beat Aeon Glass. Especially if we draw unmovable at the start. It's gotta be a good start. Get a wither immediately, though. Alright. This is alright. Kevon, hello! Yes, I'm here. Got a bloodletting. Cruelty. Guess it doesn't really matter one way or the other, but we're gonna apply vulnerable now. So we might as well. And it's a good time for block potion. Could have a better time for block potion by 1 point, but still, you never know when you need that 1 HP. Draw. This does 56 damage. That's pretty huge. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Got my cat right behind me. Feeling pretty solid. I got Brand here to take out a Wither. That's what we love to see. I'm gonna play this so it gets upgraded. I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna do a block potion, because now it gets full value. Then we get a bludgeon out there, that's perfect, and then we'll get a bludgeon next turn, because History Course is awesome. And that's huge amounts of damage. All the energy in the world on this turn. Thank you, Second Bloodletting, for proving to me that you were gonna be useless, and never coming through. So you've been grinding Slay Spire for a while now? Yeah. Trying to do this potentially impossible challenge. We'll see. That's the goal anyway. I guess we could drink like a touch of insanity now. The fight's over. We won. We were winning regardless there, but it felt good. Okay. So yeah, we had the potion left over. Fortifier. Yeah. Never did get our belt buckle value. Should have just bought oddly smooth stone. And I also never felt in danger of losing the fight. Ironclad doesn't really struggle with Aeon Glass as much, especially if you have like some exhaust. Ironclad just has answers to the boss's mechanics in a way that Necrobinder and Silent often might not, especially Silent. But we get to update our streak, so that's always exciting. Get to 11, and if we get all the way to 14 today, that'll be our best ever. So that'll be cool. I believe. I think we have it within us. Is that it? I only unlocked one thing. Alright. In that case, we gotta go to the Silent. What was this? Oh yeah, less gold. Less gold's so rough. Okay, Silent. Could remove 2 cards from the deck. It's often still a good thing to do. There is a shop early, but then it's on a pretty restrictive path with a lot of fights and a second shop. And then we'd have to decide between campfires and stuff. Now we are on the underdogs, so we can face the elites here a little bit more comfortably, especially if they're in the later half of the act. Yeah, we can still take that left path, though it's not my favorite. If we are going to do that, we definitely take the money path. There was the right path as well, which looked okay, but it looked potentially a lot less rewarding, so I decided against it. Sludge spinner's just gonna keep spinning sludge. If we draw 3 strikes next turn, that'd be great. How about just 2 strikes? The game says. Okay, there we go. Got the sludge spinner. Block potion's always nice to see early. I think dagger throw is one of the perfect common cards to find in the early game as well. So, found a jackpot. The Silent doesn't have as many good 0-cost cards, if I remember correctly. Like, not that they can actually find, right? Can't get neutralized, but we could get anticipate, deflect, prepared, slice, precise cut, escape plan, expose. Escape, Grant finale, adrenaline? I mean, I think jackpot's generally pretty good. Get rid of a strike. I don't know, there's a lot of options here. I don't know if that jackpot was the correct one, so that's okay. Wish me all the luck in the world. Thank you. I also wish you all the luck in the world for whatever you're doing. And thanks for stopping by. Pretty easy toad pole fight. Just need to draw a block and a strike, which I like should be guaranteed. Try not to take any damage. Perfect. Easy fight. I know that jackpot doesn't look super exciting on this fight, but trust me, we'll get there. I guess one of the other problems with jackpot is we don't ever have like good energy gain. It's been a while since I followed the stream entirely, but I fixed my sleep schedule and don't want to ruin it. Yes, please. Keep a good sleep schedule, and you know you can always catch up on the VOD. You can always leave me comments there too. It's nice to read. Get little insights. That is, of course, if you want to watch through a full thing, but if you're getting a good sleep schedule, it might be more difficult. I'm debating whether I want to take Snakebite or Piercing Will here. I think Up My Sleeve needs to be buffed in some way. I don't know, maybe these need to be upgraded shivs? Yeah, these should be upgraded shivs. I don't know why they're not upgraded. It would make this card good, but not even like OP. It would just be like a good card at that point. But like, think about Predator doing 15 damage, letting you draw 2 next turn. This just gives you 3 shivs. Like, come on. This is an uncommon card. This card is so bad. Piercing Whale, Snakebite, Piercing Whale, Snakebite. The reason I'm not like looking into Snakebite too much is because we already have Jackpot as a damage source, and I'm hoping that's something. So neutralize. So we could like take the Jackpot gamble here. Let's see how worth it this can be. The answer was not, because we could take like 0 damage on this fight, right? And like maybe just the early fights it won't be that good. Anticipate being a card that you get out of Jackpot, it's definitely not going to help us. Grab a deflect. Maybe the Artifact Expose would have been good, though. Again, I'm kind of hoping we can get that out of a Jackpot. Do I actually have lethal this turn? We can do 12, 21, 24. So no. 24 damage is just shy of what we need. So let's focus elsewhere. Get our full block in there. If we can draw 3 strikes or something. I mean, now we just need to draw like a... Yeah, I was going to say, just Jackpot will actually do it. Okay, getting getting 2 anticipates every Jackpot might actually be game losing here. I really don't want that to keep happening. Okay. Cool. Predator, Piercing Whale. I don't know, Piercing Whales are really good. We can take multiples. So yeah, this might be one of those fights where we can't play the jackpot that easily. Because if he's attacking on the turn that we draw jackpot, then we'll just take damage. It won't be any good. Sewer Clam. I did full block anyways, but I think getting rid of a Piercing Whale in this fight is helpful. Okay, we're going to draw a jackpot next turn, unfortunately. So again, it's going to be on a turn that he's attacking. Also, unfortunately, we only have 8 block. I do kind of want to play the 8 block, though, in case this doesn't actually win. Yeah, unfortunate draws. It happens, though. Still got through the fight eventually. Speedster, Leading Strike, Anticipate. I don't think Anticipate's a good card. We could be getting Deflects instead of these Anticipates, so like cards that actually block instead of just giving Dexterity. But we're just getting insanely unlucky. Oh, we're 1 gold shy of buying this footwork. That's a little tragic, actually. Footwork could be game-changing here. Oh well. And I think we want to upgrade this jackpot. We gotta go all in on it. So block, dagger throw, lock. Piercing Whale could be good on this fight, potentially. We have a block potion as well, so we should be able to get through. Oh, might as well play it 2 vulnerable. Take 6 damage. Cool, we drew our Piercing Whale on the right turn. That's great. And the next turn we can potentially just have lethal for them. Cool, we got there. Unceasing Top could be really good. We have After Image, Fan of Knives, which I don't hate as a card. We're gonna have to rest, I think. But Fan of Knives helps us if we face the eels here. Not this eel. The garden eels, not the terror eel. Terror eel is different. Okay, ooh, Adrenaline. See, this is like one of the good cards we could get. They do exist. Yeah. That was a good turn. We like fighting these elites. Though this turn's gonna suck a little bit. Take 6. Ouch. Piercing Whale's great here though. And then next turn, hopefully we just draw a jackpot and win. Easy peasy. Horn Cleat, that's going to give us some good block later. I think I'm going to grab Slice because we need some 0 cost to go with our very expensive cards. And I think I already like all the potions that we have just fine. Okay. I'm going to look at 2 of 8 common cards here. Prepared's great. And like, maybe we take a Deflect here, though I think maybe that's a little bit off. This fight can be overwhelming sometimes. Leading Strike doesn't have a worthwhile upgrade. I think if we upgrade Neutralize, though, we have a better shot. Having weakness for multiple turns in a row is going to be super good. And getting Jackpot first turn is really great. Okay. That wasn't too shabby. That's a great start on the Waterfall Giant. This is a terrible, like, next start. I'm going to drink the Swift Potion. It's going to be rare that we find a better time than this for it. Not that I think we're really in danger of losing the fight, but it definitely keeps us in less danger. Oh, we have Unceasing Top. What did I lose there? Just a strike, maybe? I don't know. We have a bunch of zero cards, or zero cost cards we're adding with Jackpot, so this could work out for us. I don't want to draw, because I don't want to draw the Jackpot accidentally. So we're not going to play the Dagger here, even though it's technically better damage. Okay, Assassinate. Could we draw block? It is possible. I think we'll be okay though. They're only at 30 right now, so we're not in huge danger. Great, full block. Then next turn, they should pop and we can't lose. Good. I mean, that was closer than I would have liked. Could like see what Jackpot would have given us. Oh my gosh. It's actually really good. That's funny. Okay. But we're healing after this fight. We're doing good. Another block potion. Didn't hurt anybody. Storm of Steel. Storm of Steel is cool. With Unceasing Top, you can turn all your cards into zero cost shivs and then play all those shivs and then keep drawing cards, so it's good against Aeon Glass in a way too. Yeah, I kind of like Storm of Steel in this context. I mean, Unceasing Top, Corrosive Wave, also kind of awesome when you think about that. So two different ways to make use out of Unceasing Top, though we'd have to get a very efficient deck to make our Unceasing Top work with Corrosive Wave, because it does cost an energy and we don't have enough zero cost things yet, but we could add more zero cost and remove more one cost. Corrosive Wave has definitely a higher top end than Storm of Steel does. This card can be very, very, very strong, but we haven't gotten any other draw cards just yet. No, that's not true. We have had Backflip and Prepared. I'm slowly talking myself into this Corrosive Wave, even though I think Storm of Steel is the more straightforward good way right now. Let's take Storm of Steel right now. It's the best, I think, currently for where we're at. Getting Suppress is a pretty good card. Yeah, we're going to grab Suppress. Innate, 17 damage, add 5 weak to the enemy. That is going to make a lot of fights much easier. Now, there is the Infested Prism. So we might want to dodge elites, but we might be able to take on one. We have potions, right? We have Gambling Pot. Love how much we have to gamble here. Okay. Okay. So this is why, like, Jackpot is really good. You can hit a Jackpot. Do we take a Backstab? Kind of helps with Unceasing Top in a little bit. Like, this Backstab with Unceasing Top, I usually don't like Backstab at all, but this feels kind of good. We could Corrupt our Jackpot, which would be interesting, or just Transformer Strike. I think Transforming Strike is so likely to be strong. Yeah, that's great. I'd love to trade a Strike for an After Image any day. So we can do this. We can do this. We can make sure we have, like, enough block, although the Unceasing Top here, not really getting value out of. Well, got rid of a strike off the top at least. You're stealing a deflect. Do I not have like a single uncommon card? It's really funny if so. Darn. Lost our fan of knives. Would have actually liked to have that. I mean, I still don't want them to have my deflect, so we'll be taking that back. Hidden daggers. Oh, but accuracy is so huge for shivs at all. I don't know. I love hidden daggers with this sort of deck. With an unceasing top deck, that seems so good. Outbreak would have been good if we had taken the Corrosive Wave. We would have been instantly, like, probably picked this. Wow. Could have had a very fun run either way we went. Shiv, accuracy is key for shivs. As good as hidden daggers is, like, you need accuracy, especially if you hope to beat Aeon Glass when playing shivs. And I do hope to beat Aeon Glass if we end up fighting them again. Okay, narrowly dodge the curse. Perfect. See a box here. Not too bad. Get the reptile trinket. Also okay. I'm going to get rid of a block potion, take a colorless potion. Grab prepared, probably. Yeah. Prepared is also really good with unceasing top. The value is just so high. Okay, I hate Hunter Killer. We do have debt, but we can get rid of debt. If only it were so easy in real life. Okay. We'll just play attacks. It's like the one time we'll be able to play tons of cards and just have it go through. Alrighty. No. Jackpot might bail us out here. Am I gonna draw anything that deals damage? No. And we already full blocked by playing cards? Perfect. Okay. Easy. I think we're skipping the rest of these. But maybe I should take Anticipate. It does add to the 0 cost. And we're going to hope we don't face Infested Prism. And if we do, we're probably going to have to use all our potions. Okay. Facing Decimillipede. Not an easy fight, by the way, but like much better. Okay, we found Fan of Knives. It kind of makes the jackpot play interesting to decide between. I guess we can use our Cure All. Yeah, let's go for our Cure All instead. That way we can play Fan of Knives more easily. Excuse me? They're all just dying. Huh. I guess we drank a potion. True. Wow. It was way better than I thought it would be. Infinite Blades? We do have an accuracy. Again, if we're not facing Aeon Glass, this is fine, but if we have Aeon Glass, the Infinite Blades could actually be a detriment. So let's look at upgrading another card. What card would that be? Storm of Steel giving Shivs Plus, honestly, is kind of good. I'm going to go to a shop. I'm going to go to 2 shops, potentially. I love Tools of the Trade. I love Bag of Prep too much to pass up on it here. And do I dare go to another fight with an elite? It could be the Infested Prism. It is the Infested Prism, okay. But I think we have a decent starting hand for this. We can play the power. Hello, Deku. You have some amazing news for me. Ooh. What is that? Gain Thorns. That could be good. Okay. Gotta take a careful look at what we got here. Might be playing After Image. Because that way playing cards gets to block on this. Let's drink another colorless potion. That way we'll just do tons and tons of damage. Panache probably plays pretty well into what we got going on. Okay, we'll probably accuracy into Fan of Knives. This seems good. Great. Excellent. Paylord released his region tier list? Excellent. Oh, yeah. You want to watch that together later? That'd be amazing. Ricochet is good. I mean, it's like attacks when we need attacks on discard. It's kind of bad to draw with Unceasing Top, I guess. I don't know, maybe the backstabs would be correct. Feels good here, though. And then... yeah, I won't really need this Piercing Will. Yeah, it would have to be much later tonight for me, because I got plans all through the day, but... sounds like a good time. Alright, Storm of Steel. What are we discarding here? Probably Dagger Throw. Leading Strike seems really good. And then... I guess we could draw first, see what we get. Maybe that was wrong. Yeah, because we could add just more here. Still blocked in full. Not a problem. We look very strong. We're pretty strong. But never underestimate the final encounters. Aeon Glass is such a problem for the Silent that even now I'm worried. Memento Mori could actually be good enough in this deck. At least a Memento Mori plus. We have Tools of the Trade, so we're going to be discarding quite often, at least once. We have a prepared, sorry, we have 1 prepared, 2 prepared. We have a dagger. I think this card just needs to be replaced. Just be a better card. I don't know. If this was like a 0-cost card that got value out of discard, I think it'd be a lot cooler. Do you need more damage? No. And thank you for asking that question. You helped me make up my mind easily. Okay, Tools of the Trade is great as an upgrade. I think we can beat the Worm with 59 HP here. With this deck, that seems very likely. Let's try to draw our good cards as soon as possible. Not gonna happen. Great. Jackpot. You gotta try. Uh-oh. Well, at least have 1 Frantic Escape in the deck. We'll be fine. Unfortunately, we do kind of have to play it. This will help get us through our deck just a little bit faster. We'll use our Block Potion now. Oh, we should have used our Block Potion earlier. Because the Reptile Trinket. Kind of forgot about it. Okay. Again. Might not be able to play Jackpot here. Gotta keep on top of these Frantic Escapes. Okay, at least they're weakened. And we have probably played enough of them at this point to not be super worried. Cool. Yeah, this seems okay. I'm less worried now. I like playing our Fan of Knives. It is 40 damage and some block. We have 3 turns. Yeah, we have expensive Frantic Escape coming, but we can deal with that when the time calls for it. If we backflip, we're gonna have to play that Frantic potentially. Probably don't have to play it, but I'm okay sacrificing a little bit of HP here to be safe. They're at 80, we're at 44, we'll be fine. Yeah, we're okay now. Gonna play these just out of an abundance of caution, but now we don't have to play any more Frantic Escapes for the rest of the fight. We can win with our potion if need be. Yeah. Well. Easy fight. Wait, is this the run to beat your PB? Yeah, we could get there. Not this run, no. This is, sorry, this particular run is not the run. I have to win with the Necrobinder on Ascension 2 in order to get there. Tools of the Trade could help us even more against Aeon Glass. I don't think Malaise helps us on the Aeon Glass fight, but it very much helps us on the Queen fight. Tool of Trade, I guess, also helps us on the Queen fight as well, to be fair. And then Assassinate's actually not bad here. Assassinate's not bad at all, actually. It's weird. This actually might be a time for Assassinate, so I'm going to try it. Okay, Test Subject. Test Subject used to be the, like, most worrying thing for Silent before Aeon Glass arrived. It's funny, like, the Doormaker wasn't actually as bad for us here. Buy everything at the Merchant. Yeah, that's a fun way to throw a run. Plays our first turn for us. How bad would that be? Not even that bad, necessarily. Gonna have to overdraft debugged for Aeon. Yeah, like, there's a lot. I don't really want to add curses to the deck, though. I don't want to not go to Merchants by purchasing everything they have. Okay. Let's try it. Extra energy, but our turns get played kind of wrong, but we know, like, roughly what we end up getting. Like, this is kind of interesting. Oh, they're gonna play the Storm of Steel at the wrong time. Oh, Vaku. What? Vaku, you stopped? Why'd you stop? You could have kept going. I've never seen that before. I didn't know Vaku could stop like that. Who knew? Anyways. It's a good fight. Take an upgraded deflect when we see that. Get rid of a strike, so Vaku has less terrible things to do on turn 1. And let's see what Vaku does to the scrolls. Oh god. Don't mess it up, Vaku. It's very important. Okay, well, you can't mess it up that bad. That's pretty funny. He got tired. He did get tired. I've never seen Vaku get tired. Didn't know it could happen. Well, seems very good. Like, we are pretty strong. I think we have actually a really good deck for the Test Subject, so I'm not very worried about that. Gonna skip this. Do I want to visit a shop now? I don't think I even do. I don't really want to do 2 fights, though, but I would like this other campfire. Other fights can be scarier. I don't know. Let's go the fights, though. I'd like to visit the campfire. We can heal up at the campfire if we need to. Our deck's pretty good. Oh god, they play Ricochet. It's so bad. Don't play Ricochet, Vaku. Don't do it. I'm glad wanted to immolate, so he had to dip. Ah, that makes sense. At least I think it makes sense. Oh, right. Gotta remember that I have Unceasing Top. It's a pretty important card. Or a relic. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Cool. Seemed fine there, though. It would have been better if we'd done something slightly different, but it's alright. Holy, this is the kind of, that's the kind of jackpot you want to hit every time. My goodness. Alright, you're done. Untouchable. Oh, but maybe I shouldn't be taking Untouchable. Maybe I should take Blurred because of Vaku. Vaku's just gonna, like, play an Untouchable and be stupid. Oh, we're gonna play the... Oh, no, we play the Shivs at the right time. No, wait, we're gonna discard them with Storm of Steel, of course. Vacu, you got tired again. No, you ran out of energy properly that time. Good, good. Okay, at least Vacu played our accuracy. It's all in Vacu's hands now. Dang, would have liked to win. Yeah, hit it for a 1 a bunch of times. Doesn't seem too good. I guess we don't need to take a risk here. We can just block this out for the most part. Yeah, take 4. I'm okay with that. That's acceptable. I think we win now, though. Yeah, easily. Cool. Blade Dance. Expose? Expose might have been good. Maybe I actually want a vulnerable potion instead of draw a potion. And what would you like to upgrade? I guess we could like upgrade After Image so that it starts an 8 too. That makes Vacu's turn a little better. Gotta play around our little demon friend. He's having fun. He wants to play the Spire too, and he just doesn't get the option as often. Ooh, Assassinate upgraded actually seems great here. Love multiple turns of vulnerable. Won't be good against the boss fight though, so maybe I'm wrong. Bambrace did get eaten a little bit there. I'm gonna play these just so we have Unceasing Top. Yeah, that seems worth it. Draw accuracy. Draw accuracy. Don't draw accuracy. Cool. 53 block on a turn where we don't really need it. Now we draw accuracy. Could be time for a potion. Feels like a good time for the Cunning Potion. Get that strength out there. And we got it right back. Perfect. I knew it was the right time for the Cunning Potion. I swear I'm just trying to fill our hand with like more innates so Vacu can't mess it up. This is one of the sillier runs I've ever had. I've never had a run quite like this. So that's fun. Don't need to rest just yet. Let's make our deflect a little bit better, actually. We don't have any form of dexterity yet. Thankfully, against the test subject, we don't need it too much. That was a pretty good turn. Escape plan, scare, Sword of Steel. Would have been really bad if we drew accuracy right there. Need to not do that as often as I'm doing it. Prepare, drop the burns. Block, backflip into accuracy? No. Okay. Do I even play the Blade Dance? We're good. Hello there, Ganondorf. He said I walked into a fun run. This is a very fun run. That'll be hard to show like immediately why it's so fun. I want to take the chance on this jackpot. I regret taking the chance on that jackpot. Dang, can't quite get rid of that card. Okay, well, take some damage. That's unfortunate. The jackpot gamble, not worth it there. Can't believe we didn't have weak on this guy forever. It was just unlucky. But yeah, we have a Unceasing Top. We have Vacu playing our first hand. So, shenanigans are occurring. Get rid of these burns. It's not so bad. Okay. Full redraw. They're gonna attack again. And I have no choice but to jackpot this time. But this time we have follow-up that's lethal. Regal Pillow, perfect. That's exactly the kind of card I want to see. I think Murder is also kind of the exact card I want to see. Now, I wish I could get a heal as well. Okay, Vacu. It's kind of important you don't mess this up, but you do whatever you want. Well, my turn there. Okay, we actually have full block already, so we're free to jackpot. It's pretty great. I guess we'll ricochet. Okay, that's not too bad. Can we get out of this fight with full HP? That's what I'm really looking for. I think the answer is going to be yes. Seems likely. We did get the accuracy there. That's unfortunate. Don't think we need it, though. Yeah. Murder gets the job done. I was going to pick up the other piercing whale, but it's never going to appear on the turn that you want it. I would have loved to upgrade Murder, so it cost 2 and was easier. Yeah, no Aeon Glass probably helps. Yeah, we did somewhat tech for Aeon Glass, just in case. But that definitely helps. I can't lie. Oh man, not discarding. You didn't discard the Untouchable? I kind of wish that, like, they're at least somewhat smart and could understand that they should discard the Untouchable. Like, I get why they don't. But I wish they did. Okay, we'll play the jackpot. That's not bad. I like having those cards. Okay. And then we'll want to take out this phase really quickly. We got a piercing whale. That's great. Cool, we even full block. I don't want to accidentally draw the accuracy here. So we're not going to play that defend. Feels important that I play safely. Maybe we should vulnerable though. No, we should obviously strength potion. Obviously we should strength potion. Now it was still worth waiting somewhat, kind of, on a turn where we're going to attack a lot, so because we get the extra strength here. I think we can also just cunning potion as well. That way we guarantee the lethality on this turn. I think we guarantee it anyway. Maybe we don't. No, we do. Okay, yeah, that was good. That was good. We did the right thing. Maybe we should have done the vulnerable instead. Not sure if that would have been enough. But we get the suppress. That's fantastic. And we can even hold on to the piercing whale for potentially a better turn. I wish I had thrown the vulnerable last turn, but I didn't know I was going to draw exactly ricochet. Prepared's good. Murder, of course, is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage they'll deal back to us, but that is 79. But we'd be missing out on this damage and the block, so that's okay. Stop hitting on Vacu, he's trying his best. It might be. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough. It's an important lesson to learn. Ooh. Do I want to reshuffle things into the deck? No, I'd kind of like to be able to draw most of these cards. There's no reason to go ham yet. Even though, I guess reshuffling the deck, we wouldn't draw the burns. But we have calculated gamble for that. If we need to. But we have a jackpot right now. Yeah, all the vulnerable. Discard 2 cards. We're just going infinite if we can. Perfect. Piercing Whale showing up at just the right time. That makes up for literally every time that it showed up at like all the wrong times earlier. And like it was showing up at all the wrong times earlier. Alright, good blocks. We should have this. That's gonna be another one down. Hey, we even get murder payoff. It's good inevitable scaling there. Cool. That was a very fun run. Whispering Earring felt correct to take there. We started taking a bunch of innates because of Vacu. This is like the first time I felt it was correct to take backstabs with the deck. This is interesting. It was a very front-loaded run, and we got like very fortunately the opportunity of facing the like most, or the boss that you want the most front-loaded damage for. So that was lucky for us. It was a really good run. I like that run a lot. With 200 gold, sure, yeah. Faced a good amount of elites. Even beat down the Infested Prism. We had a good deck for the Infested Prism specifically, as well. Though, obviously we still, I think, took damage? I don't know. I remember, no, we would have taken damage if I didn't have the potions. Alchemize, Nostalgia, and Scrawl. I kind of want Alchemize to be not rare and or 0 cost when it starts or something like that. Maybe it should be 0 cost and then like you could upgrade it and it stays in the deck, although then you'd have to search for a bunch of potions over and over again, so I can maybe see why they can't do that. I don't know. I think Alchemize is still good, but like I never want to buy it at the shop. I love the innate tech with Vacu. Yeah, that's that was cool. That was a good run. And now we get to move on to the Regent, which is one of the characters I feel the least confident with. Let's see if we can make it work. So I don't like Regent's transforms. There's a lot of cards that just don't synergize well together. And even in the beginning, I don't want to transform necessarily. And I also just don't think Sovereign Blade's good. And when you get Sovereign Blade cards, like, they're fine, and they can be fine in the early game for sure. We're in the Underdogs. The Regent kind of can be okay in the Underdogs elite fights and in Overgrowth elite fights. They have, like, a fairly good Act 1. I don't like our paths. They don't seem too forgiving. But I guess this one, we can choose whether we fight elites at the end or go to, like, a shop at the end. But then the gold doesn't really make sense there. Taking damage is also something I don't want to do. Unless I take a really safe route. Yikes. I like the 2 remove here. I think I do too, but unfortunately, like, the problem with that is we don't have a very good path outside of this one to the left. And even if we fight a lot of, like, enemies, it could be rough. And we do have to face an elite here. How many rare colorless cards are you actually buying? I don't think it's an Alchemized problem. I think it's just never buy any of them. I bought that Jackpot. Jackpot is not that good on the Silent, but it's really good on the Regent and extremely good on the Necrobinder. There's a few of them that I buy. And like I guess that's sort of what I want, is I want the rare cards in as colorless cards to be worth buying sometimes. And like I'm not buying Jackpot every run or anything, but it is a very good card in a lot of decks. Again, kind of the not best in the Silent, but it does have good hands in the Silent. It just also has very bad hands. It's got very extreme pulls. Yeah, it's fine to take gold and not spend early. Yeah, no, it's fine to take gold and not spend early, and I think I might do that. And you can hit up a shop very late. Like, obviously, if we get more gold built up by the shop, that's okay. I don't like 4 guaranteed fights into an elite before a campfire. And I do like removal on the Regent, like, very, very much. I'm going to take the gold here. Could even be the transform. I'm going to take the right path. And hope it doesn't get me killed. Not a great start. But we can fix that by drawing better on this next turn. Okay, good enough. Cosmic Concoction. Okay, that means that I shouldn't lose to the elite at the very least. I hate all of these cards. But I think Refined Blade is maybe the best out of the bunch. Oh, God, that's bad. Okay. Take damage now. We're not going to take damage here to get max HP, as much as I would love to. We're on too dangerous of a path. Alright, do this, do that, and then if we can hit here, we won't take too much damage. Yeah, so we block, deal damage, Refine Blade, I guess. Then we can block, and we can actually deal damage. Alright, Refine Blade actually paying off. Hurts my soul. Furnace? They want me to do a forge run. They want it to happen. Furnace is like kind of a fine win condition. Ah, God, it's so bad though. I just don't want to. The Regent needs a way to like upgrade a card in their hand. I think that would also turn the Sovereign Blade runs online a little bit better. Maybe a lot of it better. I think Crescent Spear is like legitimately fine here. So we're going to take that. But we're running... Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to run into some block problems here. Blade build? Yeah, I don't believe in the blade build. Like, it could probably work, especially on like this Ascension level, but... Alright, so remember when I said I want to take block cards? Well, enough damage is kind of like blocking. Okay, this could be good. I don't mind spending our gold here. Aerobic Acid is like really worth getting. Healing is nice. Feeding Frenzy is great for the region. That's what I was really hoping to see. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now we can get like multi-attack cards. That will be the stuff we need to see. And we shouldn't lose to an elite with these potions as long as I pop them at the right time. The only way I lose here is if I'm like too greedy. Okay, there's also Dying Star, but we don't have any other star generation just yet, so like we can't play this Dying Star. It's a very good card. We also love Astral Pulse. I hate Glitter Stream, and I feel like it's correct to take here. Oh gosh, I love those other two cards way more. What's going on? What's going on with this rod? Maybe should have Blessings of the Forged. A little bit greedy to not be going for the good stuff here. Could Blessing of the Forge this turn. Get our block going, have a big Sovereign Blade for a future turn. Alright. You're easy enough to take down. 3 strikes. Okay, so we can take 3 damage. If this were a higher Ascension level, we wouldn't be able to do that, but at low Ascension levels, we can handle that fight a lot more cleanly. Cool. Could be worth fishing for Metamorphosis in Act 2 with Feeding Frenzy? Yeah, I mean, I might just enjoy going to a bunch of question marks anyways. Radiate would be a really good payoff for Feeding Frenzy. However, of course, the problem is that we don't generate stars. But it's probably a good enough payoff that I take it anyways. Could take a double campfire path. We'd like to upgrade Crescent Spear, it gets a lot better. I guess we'd like to upgrade Feeding Frenzy as well. I guess we want to upgrade Venerate too. So yeah, we have a lot of upgrades we want to see. What's more important right now? I think the Crescent Spear currently is pretty good, though potentially the Collision Course would be better. Hard to say. Popper's nice. That'll help us get through these fights a little bit easier. If only it was Lunar Blast. If only. That would have been really nice right now. That's true. Could I have defeated you? No. But it would have been close. Should have calculated earlier to make sure I couldn't do that. Okay, Glitter Stream. Gonna be okay here. It's funny, this is like, could pop off with Radiate if it did any damage. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have taken the Radiate, honestly. It's just a lot to ask to like find enough star generation, but Hidden Cache will show up. No, Glow showed up, and we're inclined to take it here. Though I'd like to upgrade that now as well. I think for the early game, let's focus on what's already working and just upgrade some of our fast damage. Math in my number game? I know. It's awful. With Watcher dead, I don't count damage anymore. There's so many times I have to count damage, though. Genesis. Genesis Radiate? Is this the way? I think Genesis is just an awful card. I think Genesis is, like, always a trap. It's too expensive. It needs to be one cost. It loses so many runs by just having it. Like, if there were ever a deck to take Genesis, I feel like it's this one. Like, right now. You don't get quite as punished. Yeah, you don't get punished quite as much for guessing wrong in this one. Well, that's true. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I don't think anybody gets as punished as the Watcher for guessing wrong. You literally have a card that's like, oh, you lose on this turn if you don't win. Right? So you need to do the calculations on the Watcher, like, the most out of any, for sure. But I feel like it's fairly similar to Slay the Spire 1 for a lot of the other characters. Like, there's just not, like... A lot of, like, Slay the Spire, one of the nice things about it is, like, you quite often get, like, optimal hands. Or, sorry, you get hands that can only be played optimally, like, in one way. And so there isn't actually any consideration to make. It's just, like, seeing that there's the optimal plays to make. And, like, it can't be any better. And I guess, like, the interesting turns come down to, like, when you can make the alternative decisions, but... Like, the early choice of when to block enough or, like, take some chip damage is, like, probably one of the more important parts of the game. I don't know. I think Genesis is so bad. But, like, this deck should take Genesis. Right? Like, but you should just find Hidden Cache instead. I, like, genuinely just find Hidden Cache instead. Let me go to this question mark. Ended up being a shop anyway. Did get a Vajra. Could have another Collision Course instead. Could do a Touch of Insanity. Touch of Insanity is just a win condition for the late game. If we have to face, like, Aeon Glass and we get the right pieces of the puzzle together, is that worth, like, skipping on a Vajra? Like, something that has slight tangible benefit right now? It's good with Radiate, right? Guess we're gonna go fight this elite. I don't know. I like Know Thy Place as well. Can we afford Know Thy Place and this card? We can't. We're 2 gold shy of that. So maybe it is the Touch of Insanity? I'd like to keep the Fire Potion for the next fight, honestly, though. I don't know. Touch of Insanity could just be a win, right? And then we could buy a collision course again. So we'll fight this elite. Then we don't worry about blocking, I guess, in this household. We just use our HP as a resource. So, I don't know, am I actually going to refined blade? I guess so. This deck wants a hidden cache, like, so badly. Alright. Power potion? I have better potions. You can't do that to me. Charge is a way to beat Aeon Glass. It's also just fine for our current deck. Not really beating the blocks allegation. Did I take a single block? Yeah, I took Glitter Stream. Wow. This entire act I took one block and it was my least favorite one. Cool. I also, like, I greedily want to smith here. We can smith here. We can play Aerobic Acid if we have to. I almost want to keep Know Thy Place around. It's only because we don't have enough weak and vulnerable yet. But I also think that upgrading Glow makes it a lot better. We want to be able to spend our stars. Oh, Radiate gets to do something this turn. At least a little bit of something. Get rid of these strikes. Yeah, we're gonna need to play the Aerobic Acid, I think. I guess the Cosmic Concoction could also be good. I mean, I guess not on this turn. On this turn, we just block. Obviously. That's what Glitter Stream's here for. Okay. Let's drink the Cosmic Concoction. Jackpot! Oh my god, with production? Okay. It's got weird all of a sudden. Put the 5 block. Guess we're playing Glow Venerate. I actually think Cosmic Concoction is worse than Aerobic Acid. That's why I made the change there. Stardust. Stardust times 4. Does that actually do it? No, 12 times 4. Not even close. It's not a bad way to spend our energy, or, sorry, our stars. Just draw a Jackpot next turn. Block. Block. We definitely don't want to take, like, too much damage here. Okay, it would have been nice to be able to play these other star cards. Admittedly. But we're not going to die. Like, we're fine. Well, actually, it's not even close. Okay. Wasn't paying attention, but we are A-okay here. Can even Jackpot. Jackpot does require a lot of star generation, by the way. But I like it as a card so much. I guess Crash Landing is fine. Give me it. No, where the heck is Brightest Flame? Did they lower the chance? I swear I haven't seen like Brightest Flame as often anymore. Could make our strikes never disappear. Now the Regent really wants to get rid of strikes. How's our pathing? I might just take the golden path anyways. Our pathing's fine. Guess I'm taking the golden path. I don't like those options. That's unfortunate. That ancient has some really good options. But I've been getting bad ones for like the last couple times and it's upsetting to me. 7 stars with strength and no stars? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, the thing is, like, even if I took Genesis here, right? Like, would that have actually saved me anything? And the answer is no. It wouldn't have. Have to take 3. It's unfortunate. Cool. I do think like one of my big regrets is taking that radiate. I should have taken something else. It's gonna be a bit before we get to the shop, but we will get there. Okay, I didn't get the curse, that's lucky. There's the box. See what a rare card looks like. Bag of Prep is huge. Okay, that's very nice. Decisions. Comet. Comet's normally really good, but again, no stars. I almost think we have to take I Am Invincible because we don't have star generation. We have Jackpot anyway. Crash Landing paying off already. Conqueror. I'm really just getting my my patter up here. There's probably like a sword build in here somewhere that would have been great and all. We're not worrying about that. Specking for the Decimillipede by upgrading the Crash Landing, and also just Crash Landing upgrade is good. Do we have lethal? No. Okay. We'll block then. I guess we can block. Fine Blade. Guess we'll use our 2 energy to do 19 damage. We are frail. We did get like the worst possible outcome here. We draw our debt and we take damage. Glitter Stream. I think I'd like to just get rid of this other one. Yeah. That made no sense actually. Just didn't think about it much, but let's play Calm. Precognition. Normally that's really good on the Regent. Heavenly Drill. We don't have energy. If only we could have gotten like the gold into energy synergy. Then we could have taken this Heavenly Drill, been a bit happier. Is there a card that I need to see like right away? Sometimes it's going to be like a Crash Landing, I guess, on the Elite fight. So that could be better than a Skill Potion. And let's upgrade the Feeding Frenzy. Probably want to upgrade the Know Thy Place as well. We already have a curse I need to get rid of, so I'm not going to do this. Get something with Perfect Fit, huh? What would I even want to have Perfect Fit? I don't know, maybe Charge? Sure. I guess when there's bad stuff in the deck and we redraw our deck, we're going to want Charge. It's like good enough for Young Glass. I'm glad to upgrade some of these blocks. Glitter Stream is quite a bit better upgraded. Corrupt a card. Usually there's a good target for this. Could be Crash Landing. Yeah, 39 damage for 1. That's pretty good. Glow because you have no stars. Already upgraded Glow. But I agree. Metamorphosis. There we go. That'll help. That'll save us. Interesting. Whenever you add an attack card to your deck, upgrade it. Does that work with Metamorphosis? Hold up. I need to know that. Hidden Cache is also here. This might be worth not removing debt for. And we'll buy the Hidden Cache. Okay. I don't know that we made our deck much better. But we are doing things. Alrighty. Mr. Entomancer. Just gonna add all the bad cards to our deck right away. We have stars. Can I like find a card that would be really helpful right now? Maybe Crescent Spear, but we could just like take a lot of damage if I play this Radiate. 4 times 6, it's 24. Plus 9. It's close. It's actually like close to lethal, and then we just need to draw like 1 attack. I don't know, this might be terrible or really worth a while. We'll see if the gamble pays off. Not super punished. Could have been more punished. Cool. Not the worst damage. Lucky fish. Black hole? Do we use stars? Is that a thing this deck does? Do I take glow because we want more stars? We have hidden cache now though with gather light, glow, and venerate. It's not feeling that bad anymore. I almost think we skip. We have a different win condition than black hole. We have metamorphosis now. I think I'm gonna upgrade the metamorphosis. And it says whenever you add an attack card to your deck, upgrade it. Metamorphosis clearly adds attack cards to our deck. Speaking of which, we're going to draw it right now. Okay. So those were not upgraded. I hate to say it, Multifist was a little less worth it than I'd hoped it'd be. This fight sucks, by the way. This fight just always sucks. Oh my god. Don't play a skill, because, you know, you'll just get hit for a ton. How fun. That was them being weak, too. This guy is just not balanced. We need to play Venerate. Or since that's card to your draw pile, not to your deck. Yeah, I guess. But what is your draw pile if not your deck? You know? Like, don't get me wrong, I understand why it's that way. I just, like... I kind of wish it was cooler. God, we're taking so much damage. Yeah, I was like, maybe we can take a little less damage. 30? Yeah, we got there. Okay. Anchor, that's nice to have. Child of Stars, sure, that I take. Then we rest here for sure. We might still need to use the aerobic potion. Our deck isn't really well suited for this guy. We're going to do this. Venerate, charge, get rid of debt, get rid of strike. And collision course as well. Got enough blocks. Some people might refer to your draw pile as your draw pile. Crazy. I don't understand. Alright. So we don't really want to draw through our deck again. That's a lot of debris. Block in full. There's Metamorphosis. Alright, so do we need to take one big hit here? Is that just necessary? I guess I don't really care for blocking to block for 3. Yeah, we'll pop aerobic acid if we absolutely have to, but I'm hoping we don't. Please make it so I don't. Didn't really beat these guys evenly. Double 7 stars. I didn't even notice that it had gotten added. Alright, that's nice. Spire is doing a lot, huh? I guess we might as well hit here as much as we can. Nice. It's funny how close this fight still is. But Metamorphosis saved us. Heirloom Hammer, Tyranny. Tyranny is a great way to win too. Alright, if it's Aeon Glass, we got Tyranny, so we should have a chance. It's not, it's the Queen, but Tyranny's still good for the Queen. Chant all future rewards with Glam. 2 or fewer cards. We're not playing 2 or fewer cards too often in this deck. Though Diadem is very good. I guess on the turn we played Metamorphosis we would, probably. I don't know, we have so many 0-cost cards, though. Seems unlikely. Let's get Glam rewards. We want the cards we add to be very good. I want to hit a shop, but all the shops are guarded on a triple elite path. So if I have to go there on the triple elite path to get a shop, we're in trouble. I guess we don't hate card rewards anyways with Glam. And if we find a shop in a question mark, we're happy. If not, then we just get to suffer a little bit. And that's okay. Let's get rid of our debt. Then the debt, honestly, if you think about it, doesn't really matter that much. So this is fine. I think if we save Aerobic Acid for the Queen fight, we should be okay. Wish I could have played Metamorphosis there, but it didn't feel like the correct play. I think we can take less damage without doing that. Perfect damage there. And Refine Blade. Oh, I just win? Yeah. Yeah, I think that was... I was correct in my assumption. Cosmic Indifference is a very good card. Especially when replayed, right? You get to choose 2 cards to put on top. That can be quite nice. King's Punch is damaging. Stardust is like a good payoff for having tons of star generation. And I think replay works really well with it. It actually copies the stars that you played with it. So it could be the payoff that we need. Now that we need a star payoff. But it should be alright. Might need block. Do need block. Having a good setup turn of like Feeding Frenzy though. Yeah, I don't know. This Cosmic Indifference looks good to me. Seems like it'll help our deck more than hurt it. So we go here, we beat you. We take no damage. Thank you, Anchor, for making that turn just a little bit more efficient. 12 HP. Well, I can kind of solve that. And then might as well set up this. And we have full blocks. Okay. School's Biting, not so bad. Festive Popper also helping us out here. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, double... I will say, as much as I don't like Furnace, a double upgraded Furnace, that's a pretty good replay card. Adding 14 damage a turn to your hand is quite solid. Transform 2 cards, gain 2 card rewards. I guess we like seeing card rewards. Although, usually I like transforming 2 cards. But these card rewards have Glam. Hidden Cache solves all our star needs. Gather Light's just a good card. It's funny, I'm like just adding Glam cards. I feel like just adding more Glam cards is going to make my deck better enough. Those are some insanely good cards to add, by the way. Cool. We can use a skill pod if we need to. Dying Star. It's here. We can patter first. Dying Star. That's nice. The Sovereign Blade only gets more powerful. Kingly Kick. Okay. Yeah, I feel like all of a sudden we are strong. Like, it's not really a... Like, I'm not curious as to why, but I do feel very strong now. Double 61 damage Sovereign Blade. That'll do. More Child of the Stars. More Know Thy Place, though. I kind of could use it. I'll get more Child of the Stars. Okay, now we don't need to pick up Child of the Stars again. I guess I want to go the path that has more campfires. I guess same rewards. We don't want to add too many cards. I think we're fine adding cards to our deck right now, simply because the cards that we're adding are so much stronger than normal. Maybe this is correct. This guy sucks. I don't like this guy. Patter doesn't quite make Collision Course work here. I think we want to take care of a minion while we get the chance, though. Maybe I should have got rid of the feed, actually. Yeah, this will be a good time for the skill potion. Oh, we had the block right on top. Lucky us. Took a lot less damage thanks to that. Okay, now we can do this. Crash landing. Get some huge damage going. Still take 2. Now we do have Metamorphosis, so I guess like adding a bunch of cards to our deck is ruining that slightly. But it's another, like, it's a replay glow. How can it be bad? Let's add Tyranny to our hand innately. Rainbow Ring's great. 3 Foul Potions. Probably not going to be able to use it. Just take a look at the uncommon. We love a regen potion. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Potion Belt comes up now. Do I want to rest or smith? Guess I don't mind resting. Let's just get to the boss fight at full HP. I think we have enough to win with. Hey! 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 Jackpot, Particle Wall, it's all here. Everything showed up. Wow. Everything our heart desires showed up right now. We don't have a X-Cost card, really. We could remove Doubt, would be good. Yeah, I like removing Doubt. Don't need to worry about money anymore. I love Jackpot, but maybe like Flash of Steel's like legitimately better. Could also, of course, Vexing Puzzle Box. I think that's just very, very strong. And then having Dexterity seems good, and having more Strength seems good. Yeah. Okay, Eternal Feather, thank you for making it so I didn't need to rest earlier. If we can just find a make it so, we win. We have so many potions we get to pop at the start here. So Dexterity, Strength, sure. We got a free Spoils of Battle. Alright, well, kind of wish I took the Jackpot. Might have been more interesting. Dying Star, Quasar, Sword Sage. Alright, we're going to play... No, 3 random attacks from our discard pile. Not going to happen. Sovereign Blade replay is nice. Especially when we have our Furnace in our opening hand. Draw 2 cards, replay this. Tyranny. Hit there. Glow. And then we don't really care about debt in our hand now, do we? Take my gold, see if I care. Okay, we get to exhaust the strike. That's nice. Extra draw with glows are really good and valuable for us. We could Cosmic Indifference, something on top if we really want to draw it. I don't know what that would be, but we could do it. Nah, I don't think we have a thing I want to see that badly. Gonna want Dying Stars, I guess, next turn. Then we want to get a card that we don't want to play next turn? Sure. Now we have full block. Might as well hit there. Cool. Sovereign Blade has replay 1. It's a good Sovereign Blade. It's going to hit for so much at the end. Okay, we'll get rid of that. This turn we can Dying Stars. That'll make it so they deal 0 damage to me. I can get rid of 2 strikes. Am I crazy, or like have we easily destroyed this fight? Hey, every run I've had today has been good. This might be the start of something. That's how you jinx it, by the way. Okay, yeah, this Radiate that I've just regretted playing every time. Let's do it. I'm gonna touch of Insanity this particle wall. It's too cool not to. There's no reason to, but I'm like so overconfident right now. If we had Make It So, we could just play Attack Us over and over again. Win in the slowest way possible. Sadly we don't, so we have to actually like take our time. I don't know that it was correct to play that. Probably should have played a different turn order there, but we have Metamorphosis. We're going to be playing it. Fine Blade's not so exciting anymore. Hey, the charge play. So now we can get rid of all those debris. I knew it was on to something. Okay, we'll get rid of, I guess we'll get rid of debris. 7 stars is definitely going to be enough to take you down. I'm like pretty certain. Yeah, that was true. So I think I'm going to Glow, then Cosmic Indifference, the 7 stars, because that seems like a good play. Then we'll put some Vigor on it. Probably should have popped the regen potion. What do we want to get rid of? Guess we can't replay this Gather Light, sadly. Get rid of the minion dive bomb that got ruined. We don't have vulnerable on this guy just yet. I guess we won't get there either because Falling Star's in the trash. And we don't have any other ways to add vulnerable. Wait, we played Metamorphosis? Oh, but we played Metamorphosis last, right? Yeah, came at the worst time. Forgot about that. It's kind of tragic. So 7 stars deals a lot of damage. And then this blade's just getting there. Oh, perfect. Almost full block. We don't need more stars. Dying Star. Would have been nice to see you last turn. 87 times 2. Kind of tempted to just get the 9 plating, but I guess this also just full blocks, so it's way better. Hey, we can forge once more for the sword. Okay, and it wins. We also have Stardust this turn. Very fun. Sovereign Blade times 2. More than enough. Alright, easy fights. Easy wins. So let's not get overconfident now. If we win next run, we'll have gotten past our PB. Oh, also I should update this. We haven't updated it since our silent run. There we go. We're at 13 now. 13 wins. This is huge. Okay. That was a very good Regent run. Whew. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. And then we'll start the Necrobinder. Take a look at the lovely statistics here while we wait. Take a look at the run history. Run history maybe is more interesting. I don't know. Alright. Okay, I'm back. I've reset. We are weak. We are not strong. We have a starting deck. And we need to get powerful. We need to get powerful. We're not strong. We're gonna play the Necrobinder. We're reset off of the good runs. I have a bad run. Let's find out. Transform a card. Usually there's lots of good transformations. So that one's looking fairly tempting to me. We love being on the underdogs. That's where we want to be as the Necrobinder. Relatively safe paths if we desire them. With campfires, elites at the end. Yeah. That's what I want to see. There we go, up like this way. That seems great. Let's transform a card, since shops are so readily available. Strike into a defile? That's a great start. That's a fine start. Alright, this sucks though. This draw sucked. It's like the only way to take damage on this guy. It's pretty unfortunate. Alright, Energy Potion, good start. Ooh, Enfeebling Touch. I like Scourge to start off with, but I think Enfeebling Touch is actually like too good to pass up right now. I will take Gold over Sword in the Stone for Necrobinder, especially before heading to this shop up here. That seems nice. Yeah. Okay, good start so far. It's just full block. Something you can do. Taking a lot of damage already from the events. Cleanse. Cleanse is good for this fight we're going up against now. It's good against Beacon. If the Soulfish Pit's in your deck. Okay, this start sucks. I know I'm hitting this Skull Slug. Or this Corpse Slug. I probably shouldn't be, but it's whatever. Yeah, because now you're going to be debuffing. Yeah, I did that all wrong. However, Necrobinder doesn't really care. Cool. That was actually a really easy fight. We didn't take any damage. Despite playing it wrong. Call of the Void is already a win condition. Okay. Sleight of Flesh is also a win condition. It's never not Sleight of Flesh, right? Yeah, I can't justify not taking it, I think. Maybe if I could buy cloak clasp, we could justify not buying this Sleight of Flesh. We don't even have any synergy for the Sleight of Flesh just yet. I still think it's the right play. I could take the Bone Shards. That helps out early. And it's just a good card overall. Yeah. Don't think we have to spend more money than that. And then we'd love to see a bunch of upgrades in a row. Call of the Void just becomes innate, right? So it's not super worth it. Uncommon skill, common skill. It's actually a very interesting question. Do we want more common skills or uncommon skills? You might think that the answer would lie in the rarity, but it really doesn't sometimes. So, Death Store, Putrefy, Enfeebling, No Escape, Deathbringer, Delay. Ooh, there's some really, really good ones that we could get. Or, take a look at the common skills. Scourge, Defy, I mean, Negative Pulse. There's also just like, this has, I feel like, pretty good options as well. And the Energy Potion is less valuable as a potion. So yeah, let's get the Negative Pulse. Works with our Sleight of Flesh. We love that. Yeah, it just becomes innate. Love Bone Shards upgraded. So let's do it. Juzu Bracelet, so no surprise combats for us. Might even hit up a shop at the end here. Bone Shards is like perfect right now. Don't think we have to Sleight of Flesh. Yeah, in fact, I don't think we want to. Good. Alright, now they're doomed. We can just block all the damage. Easy fight. Boy, oh boy. Grave Blast, just a good card. Do we go to a shop, just have an easier time? I think we do. Then we could take... I love Borrowed Time. Another Negative Pulse, though, with the Sleight of Flesh does work out pretty well for us. Countdown wouldn't be terrible either, but I'm not buying Countdown. Let's heal before the boss fight. Or the elite fights. Not a boss fight. Not yet. Alright, don't get full block. Even with our excellent opening. Okay, you don't deal any damage to me. I love making this guy doomed, because then we get an extra turn to take out the fat gremlin. Which, on this occasion, we did not need, but it could have been an important thing. You never know. Blessing of the Forge. Another Enfeebling Touch? We already have 2 Negative Pulses, right? Let's take another Enfeebling Touch. Call the Void. Again, these are... That's good, because that's kind of our elite card and boss killing card. So we want to see that early at this point. So Sleight of Flesh, Enfeebling Touch seems like the play. Take 0 damage, deal damage back. Deal damage here. Deal damage here. Bone Shards to take no damage. Seems appropriate. Maybe don't attack. Are we gonna have a better turn? We might. Shared Fate, very funny. Not terrible here either. Yeah, we won. I should have played the strike earlier for the better damage, but we won anyway. Reap. Kinda feel like we're beyond Reap at this point. Melancholy with the Bone Shards. A little bit of summon. I don't take this card because I think it's bad. Generally. I still think it's bad. I don't know. It needs to block more. Whetstone, Grave Blast and Strike. Well, I'm glad Grave Blast got upgraded. I don't think we need to change our upgrades. And then I'd love to upgrade Bodyguard. Love to upgrade Negative Pulse. Let's upgrade Call of the Void because that helps us for this very next fight. Let's build up our Asti. Didn't do any damage, but we're slow burn. Darn. Can't cleanse the beacon. Pull aggro, block, take no damage, reanimate, lose the enfeebling touch, and the defile. It's not a huge deal compared to the value of having a reanimate. So we have the Sleight of Flesh, kind of need to do that now. I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently I'm just setting up my deck. Apparently we're taking all this time and not doing anything with it. Not drawing our cleanse at the best time. We'll get there though. Great. Okay, Ossie's dead now. What's going on? Why is this so bad? I don't hate using a speed potion here. I don't think it's necessary. I swear my deck's better than this. It must not be. Okay, finally we can get rid of a Backen. No, I can't play this upgraded Unleash. I might have made mistakes. I don't know. This is feeling very bad. Okay, cleanse on a Backen. Cool. Almost tempted to Grave Blast, cleanse again. In fact, I think I will. Like, we're not really taking damage either, and we are now dealing with their scaling to a degree. Banshee's Cry. That's what we're hoping for. We're just hoping to get Banshee's Cry this whole time. Now we're going to take damage. It's because we don't have any sources of weak, isn't it? That's what this is all about. Cleanse, Backen. We'll get there. They're intangible this turn. I'm gonna get rid of that card. Alright, we take nothing. We'll draw our Banshee's Cry eventually. Cool. We're about to like win all at once. What is this? Now like all of a sudden we have all the damage. 5 times 15, sure. Whatever. You know what? Fine. Whenever you play an ethereal card, gain 4 block. I like Reaper Form a lot with Sleight of Flesh, you know, might make fights way faster. I think Spirit of Ash is going to make us a bit safer going on forward here in these floor fights. Sozu, never get potions again. It's kind of sad. Runic Pyramid. I don't hate keeping cards in hand, but it might be dangerous versus the Aeon Glass fight. I think Runic Pyramid is something I would have taken ordinarily here. However, because Aeon Glass exists, I think it could just make us lose. Unless they play at the end of turn. I don't remember if they actually play out the end of turn and don't stay in the hand. They probably just do. I think they did change that. That was like a little bit of a bug or something they had, right? So maybe it's still safe to take the Runic Pyramid. It is very good. Though we don't have energy yet. So it's not the best. Calling Bell isn't the worst either. Oh, let's do a little fancy relic. Razor Tooth is fantastic. Okay, these are actually all good relics for us. I think that was worth it. I wish they made Darv a little bit better. I think Darv actually kind of sucks. For the most part, Darv's options are... A lot of the old game options are a lot worse than the new game options. Yeah, they fixed it? Okay. Yeah, I seem to remember a patch note about that too. Okay, we'll go to the shop. Don't get a full block here. Might be worth playing the Cure-All. Sure. Runic likes energy cheating in zero cost. Can be awkward. Yeah, exactly. I also didn't see that in our deck, right? I was thinking about that too. Okay, now we can focus on blocking for the Bullbug Rock. That's enough block. We'll apply Doom anyway. Keep Asti around. Why not? Probably need another Sleight of Flesh. So I have more of the ethereal package going, but... Well, speak of Sleight of Flesh. Alright, another upgrade Sleight of Flesh showing up right away. Sure. I guess we take that. Weirdly, though, I don't know if I want to play it on this exact turn. Like, it's not bad, but maybe is not the best of our options. Not on this fight, anyway. I think we can take less damage than 12. At least I hope that's true. Doom also helps get through. Yeah, I took 0 damage so far. You're the only one who can attack me. Now you can lose to Doom. You beat Asti, but so what? Probably Bone Shards fairly safely here. 5 times 3. They're actually doing a lot. Cool. Should have calculated that through. Fetch. I don't have a reason to play fetch, but I also like don't have a reason to not play fetch, you know? I'll take an upgraded Grave Warden. Bellows. Oh, Jackpot Necrobinder? The Siren's Call has taken me. Do we have another shop coming up? Not on this floor. Still might be worth saving money. Okay, let's maintain our HP. I think with enough HP, we beat any fight. I think I want to see Defy here. Didn't see Defy here. Let's take a Wisp. Feeling like our deck's a little bit expensive. Enchant a card with Perfect Fit. We already had... We can't get rid of Curse of the Bell. We have a Strike that's upgraded. Perfect Fit. Perfect Fit. What would that be? What does that look like? Jackpot. Obviously, you got a Perfect Fit at Jackpot. Though that could have been an Instinct target if we got Instinct later down the line and we actually wanted to play it with like Bone Shards and stuff. So that might have been a mistake. Okay, I'm okay taking some damage here to ease up this fight a little bit. Cleanse, remove a strike probably. Take 0 damage. I need energy so badly. Necrobiter needs like better energy options, I feel like. Am I crazy for thinking that? They're just not good. The ones that we get access to. Like, sorry, they're good, they're just like not good enough. I don't know, Wisp needs to be better, I think. Defy's pretty good. Ooh, that heals us too, right. Right. Okay. Am I strong enough to beat what's it called? Energy options are fine? No, I don't know. Bing Bong's kind of crazy. We're not doing Bing Bong. We're doing Daughter of the Wind. I'm not going to play attacks very often, but it's better than ruining my deck. Letter opener. I don't know, like, are they though? I don't know. I feel like I'm constantly having problems with Necrobinder energy. Like every run, like I'm waiting until I get energy. Maybe it's just, maybe the real problem is that like I feel like I always need the energy. I'm not sure. Maybe it's that the other cards are less efficient. Like maybe the energy options are fine, like you say. And it's that I desperately want to have decks that don't need energy that badly. Okay, we're gonna win through, well, I was gonna say like Sleight of Flesh. But if you're gonna give me a jackpot option. Okay, yeah, Shared Fate's actually really good here. Misery Retains, that's so good. Jackpot again? No, we should full block. If we don't have it, we oughta. Easy fight. Meal ticket, not bad. Okay, Borrowed Time is here, but I want Defies because I want Weak. And when you're giving me upgraded Defy versus unupgraded Borrowed Time, I can't help myself. T of Discourtesy, huh? Could upgrade our starting hand. Oh, I forgot Infested Prism exists. Do I regret everything? Maybe. Oh, we lost our jackpot? That kind of sucks, actually. Five times 3, huh? find a skill. It's actually the skill I was hoping for. It was just energy. This is a lot less dangerous of a fight on Ascension 1. Like, it's not as crazy, for sure. Alright, souls are actively bad, though. Gotta love that. They block for a lot. Okay, Sleight of Flesh. I think that's maybe our best bet of ending the fight fast. I'm not going to take the jackpot option as much as I want to. Some of the like damage effects aren't going off. Those sound muted. Okay. Honestly, not so bad. We seem to have the right deck for it. Now, do I want... Let's take a draw card. I think 48 HP is enough to beat this guy. We don't have any high priority upgrades. Let's just heal. Let's not take any risks. I think if we get to the last fight at full health, we should win, unless it's Aeon Glass, in which case it's a toss-up for me, because I don't know where we stand on that fight. That's tough. Losing Defy and Enfeebling Touch there sucks. That's why we have multiples. Okay, we have our Wisp. We have a Shared Fate. I don't really care about losing Defile anymore. Ow. Okay, second Sleight of Flesh. I take more later, I guess. Spirit of Ash. Veil Piercer is going to be nice. Already took a lot of damage. Neurosurge, very interesting. Jackpot, great. Can I cleanse a card? I can. There's a good cleanse target right here. And what would I like to do more? I guess I want to play a Sun Death. Is there a card I want to get back? Don't think we'd need one. Just hit here. Slowly all our cards are getting upgraded. Seems like we're not going to take damage. Draw, draw, draw. Right, Jackpot keeps showing up at the start because that's how, like, we have this thing on it, the innate start. We knew we would draw Jackpot there. Now, are we okay? 13, yeah, we're 21. Getting a little bit nervous because we played the Neurosurge earlier. We're fine. Could have calculated that we would have won. Undeath. Having an Undeath in the deck seems like a good plan. Please don't be Aeon Glass. Cool, it's the Queen. So we need draw now. Diamond Diadem or, oh, Beautiful Bracelet. Like, we literally just said we need draw. I don't think this works the way I want it to, but it'd be cool if Undeath copied in the best way and not the used way. No, it's because you gain 7 block, then you add a copy of this card to your discard pile. We need something that like copies itself. It's okay. Whisk draws cards. What else needs to draw cards? Maybe Spirit of Ash? Okay. Alright. How confident do I feel about facing the queen? Not very yet. There's a shop at the end, but it's behind kind of a rough path. Like, I think we can win, but I want to make sure we have some good potions stacked up. We currently don't have as good of potions as I think I would need to feel confident. We are taking damage on fights like these. So if I drew this... Oh, does it work the way I want? It does. So Undeath, every time I have them, are going to draw 3. Never mind, this Undeath is incredible. That's so cool. I felt like it didn't work that way before. But I must be crazy. Because it's working. It's a lot of damage. I mean, Deathbringer is like really good for the queen fight. Do I want more Defies though? Maybe. It did? It did? It always worked that way? Since when? I swear there was a card that I attached to the Swift to that was going to copy itself, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Honestly. Give me these 3 foul potions. Now I'm very interested in going to this shop. Gonna lose some max HP. As you do. Necromancer starting with the lowest, and then you just gotta lose some. It's all fine. Okay, I think... Or to not lose my mind here, we just gotta get lucky. Take nothing. Okay, we can probably Bone Shards, Wisp. And then that's enough block already, but we can just like make sure they're gone. Oh, I didn't have a card there. I like that it lets you play the Osti cards even when they don't work. Clarity Extract would have been nice to grab. I don't think we need another negative pulse here. As good as it is with Sleight of Flesh, we kind of need to draw our Sleight of Flesh. I need energy so badly. Not a fight I was hoping to face, but I guess we could take more. Okay, we're gonna need like Lee's Waffle or something from the shop. Narrow Surge is great. Love having a bit of a Narrow Surge. Easy fight. Narrow Surge, by the way, is one of the reasons that Jackpot's so good. Oh, I've shown it on previous runs, but I didn't show it on this run. the reason the Necrobinder has a really good jackpot is, sorry, not this, 0 cost cards. These are all the 0 cost cards you can get. And so you get 3 0 cost cards, right? So the chance of you getting a really good card like Neurosurge, Undeath, Shared Fate, sometimes even Oblivion's great. Poke is fine, but not that great, of course. Wisp is good. Fetch is good. It draws you a card, right? Plays itself. Misery is actually good in a lot of fights. And then Right Hand is actually like fine to add to the deck a lot of times. Like, they're all just solid cards, and the chance of getting Neurosurge is high enough to be excited about. Not playing a lot of attacks to get the block out of. Could get Warpaint. It's worth upgrading some skills like that. Yeah, even just the basic defense, I think. Colorless cards could never appear. Probably not going to do that. We'll buy some of this other stuff. I'll buy the energy potion, I guess, because what have I been complaining about if not energy? Upgrade the Undeath so we get just upgraded versions added to the deck. And maybe visit that last shop. Phase 1 Elite. That's probably worthwhile. Ooh, add a card. Definitely gonna add a skill here. And add a random card to your hand. It's free to play this turn. That commander does have a lot of good cards. Even though I keep saying I want energy, and I do. I'll take the energy. I get the Book of 5 Rings heal. It's very nice going into this combat gauntlet. Sleight of Flesh, Spirit of Ash. Mad Science gets to block and give us some energy. Sleight of Flesh is doing wonders. Once we have our powers set up, we are really strong. And again, the Queen is still a problem for us. But we have some good answers to the Queen at least. So they're going to upgrade, then they're going to weaken. We're going to be fine. I think I would like to Sleight of Flesh Defy this turn. We could probably take a risk on a jackpot next turn. That'll be okay. Yes, I think so. I suppose we really like don't need to take any risks here. Yeah. Because if you don't have to take a risk, don't take it. So that's good. Okay. My cat would like to jump on my lap. Or maybe not. I don't know. Do you? Don't you? It's a fun little game. Hey, come on, kitty cat. You're okay. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to Lion King off my knee. I'd like to have some of my skin intact, please. Thank you. All right. Gold. Gigantification potions. Interesting. Weakness. I like Putrefy. Gigantification potion. Like, sometimes it's actually significant damage with our cards. Might be better than a colorless potion. Maybe. Might be useful in this very next fight, right? Grave Warden. Wow, can't cleanse, like, something good away? That sucks. Kinda wanna see if I can draw better block here. Well, did in a way. Taking one isn't the end of the world. I do like Spirit of Ash. Let's try Jackpot. Okay. Paid off because we got Misery. Or sorry, we got Undeaths. Probably just gonna play these to get out. Sleight of Flesh is necessary. And turn. We'll use that Wisps later. I'm sure it'll come up. Oh, we got an Ethereal Wisp. I didn't even notice. Okay. Well, we have interesting turns coming up. Take 0 damage this time. But the Mechanite is not long for this world. So let me make sure my mic's on. Good, it's on. Perfect. Always got to check to make sure the cat doesn't turn it off. It's good damage. Good block. We'll wait. Take some damage. 6 isn't too bad. Okay. We have the Mad Science. Sleight of Flesh. Draw. Ethereal. I'd love to be able to Grave Blast that Mad Science. I want to save the energy potion for the big boss fight. So yeah, I guess we're just playing this card to play it. Might as well play this too. Deal some damage to this guy. Okay, not the end of the world. This is the last turn of Vulnerable, so we might as well play the Retain. Cat, you don't need to go after me. Hold up. Hey, whoa, hey. You don't need to go after this cord. It's not that exciting of a cord. Truly. Okay, we can cleanse, at least, I guess, a burn. I don't know. We're likely gonna win next turn. I think. We have a lot of good draws that do it. Including like an undeath draw. Good. Took no meaningful damage. The next ethereal card being free with Veil Piercer, I actually like. We're gonna go to the shop. Yeah. This fight gauntlet here has been a pain. Maybe play the Defile over the Weaken? I don't know. Not sure what the card to play here is. Okay. Hello, kitty cat. You are struggling right now. I see you. I really do. Alright. Play another skill, get some damage off. We're going to take some damage from this fight. Probably going to have to heal at the campfire, but I was planning for that anyway. And this turn we really have to not lose. Friendship could be good. Negative pulse. Gosh, giving you frail is such a mean thing that the punch bot does now. I don't like that change. Sleight of Flesh, 13 twice. Doesn't quite do it for us, does it? But like a poke will, yeah. I don't think that was much of a gamble. That was just the correct play. Okay. So yeah, we just need healing. So we have enough health for the final boss. Debilitate's a good card too when it's upgraded. Shockwave could be good. Need draw as well. There's health, like I wanted, in form of a regen potion. What is going to be our best way to win here? There's block on turn 2. This could help us get set up a little bit better. Dance Macabre is very unnecessary, I think. It's not going to be as much block as our other power is. Don't mind more block, but we don't have a lot of reasons for it. And it's not upgraded. So I don't think it's good enough. So I don't know if regen potion's better here. Do we have a card we desperately need to upgrade? Guess the Putrefy would be good. That's about it, though. Let's get the Yeah, let's get the regen. And we'll rest as well, so we have as much HP to go through this fight as possible. Now let's not mess it up. This is it. The final trial of beating our old personal best. Okay. Gotta play a Slide of Flesh when we see it. Undeath is very nice and welcome. So a card I want to cleanse. Ooh, dance. Man, the stream must be really delayed. Okay. Once we get set up, though, we're going to have so much damage in hand. It's probably worth playing. Oh. Is it, though? Is it not better just, like, debilitate? No, we have... Yeah. It's probably worth playing this jackpot. Okay, Slide of Flesh. Mad Science is great here. You know what else would be great here? Yeah, we can't play jackpot again. But Mad Science again seems great. This might be the time where we use our energy potion. Seems like a fine time. Debilitate the queen. Okay. That was a great turn. It was a really good turn. If possible, we'd like to make sure that the Torchhead dies to Doom. Because it makes it so the queen doesn't buff herself on the turn that the Torchhead dies. She buffs the Torchhead, and then she only attacks for 20. And that's a lot less. Okay, I don't know if we play second Neurosurge just yet. I'm tempted, but like, for now, maybe we take a chill pill. We can get rid of our Calling Bell. We could probably play it, right? We can probably play as Neurosurge. Like, come on. We're not in danger here. Right? This is going pretty well. This is going real well. We have 64 HP. Getting 6 Doom a turn even. It's not that much. They can be debilitated. Yeah. This is fine. We can just draw Jackpot again and we win. I also don't think they're ever dealing damage to us again, so... I guess I want to draw... Grave Blast? What does, like, the most damage? Nothing. Alright, well... Okay. Beachify does it. We did it! We broke our streak. Record. Whew, boy. Very good Necrobinder deck. I guess this is what a good Necrobinder deck looks like. Kind of. I mean, this is like a boss beating Necrobinder deck. I think Aeon Glass still would have been closer. I think this would have beaten Aeon Glass. I think 2 Slide of Flashes is usually what I land on for fast enough damage. And then the Call the Void, the Jackpots. We had a lot of good stuff going for us. Had potions, of course, we didn't end up having to use. Yeah, I think we beat Aeon Glass, but I do think they might have actually hurt us. Unlike this fight. This fight starts off way slower. But of course they do have a little... I actually don't even think they scale better. I think Aeon Glass is just a tougher fight than the Queen generally. But the Queen does punish you if you don't have good draw. I think the Queen's still a hard fight, it's just Aeon Glass is harder for the Necrobinder generally. Okay, with the native change to allow Aeon to allow the Souls package to be viable, right? I mean, something they could do at the lower level is just make Wither less punishing. Like, they could make it start at 2 damage and only scale by 2, and then at least at the higher level they could do the whole 3 damage thing. That's something. Alright, but we get to change this number to 14. So we're now on our personal best record. Miniature Cannon, Tungsten Rod, and White Star. All relics that I like. That's great. Whew, boy. 1 second, I need to make a quick text. And we got the defect next. Let's try not to throw it on the defect. Alright. Let's start the defect run. The furthest we've ever gotten on this win streak, and if we beat it, we get to go to Ascension 3. Just try not to throw. Random Relic, not bad. I like a lot of the defects rare cards. Choose 1 or 2 colors, could be okay. Let's see what we're facing. We're in the Underdocs. The defect doesn't have as much of a preference in terms of where they like being. I think this path is a little dangerous. It's a lot of fights before a campfire. There's a campfire at least into an elite, into a campfire, into like double shop if we get lucky. I guess like we could see if we high roll on like a relic. Gambling chip. That's a relic that's not really a great starting relic. Like, it doesn't really increase our power that much right now, but it's definitely amazing for the later parts of the game. One of the better relics. Of course, kind of the best on the silent, where you can actually get the value off the discards, but yeah, like even here, this is pretty good. Now, I don't know what I would even change about this hand. No, I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, we're drawing strikes. Dual cast, see what it hits. It's kind of what I was hoping. I was hoping that exact turnout. So now we can just take 2. The Corpse Slugs starting on random attacks, I think, is also one of the dumbest things in the game. It makes that fight really hard. Okay, Boost Away is a really amazing card, but usually you need damage a little bit early. So let's take the Ball Lightning, because it is damage. Great, we got to have our 2 defense, get our lightning going. This is really good. Well, this isn't so good. We have to take damage. Come on, deck. Don't let me draw like that. That's rude. So Null is also potentially okay, though it could be a little hard to pull off against the Soulfish. Sunder... Well, why pick Ball Lightning over Gunk Up? I don't know. I think Gunk Up is fine. I think Gunk Up's a good card. Yeah, it's kind of to maximize orb slot value. I also just think in the early game, Lightning is slightly stronger. And because we're fighting the Soulfish, I don't necessarily want to add like that many status cards to our deck. I think is maybe my like slight rationale there. Null could be good for the weakness. It does give us dark damage. It's not like my favorite card to pull off against Soulfish, because the dark is like, could be popped at the wrong time. I think I might actually just take a leap here. Even though I'd prefer a Boost Away. Spoils map. Not sure. Yeah, I like Null too. I think Null's a good card. I don't know, I just don't feel like it's that great right now. Taking a spoils map, I guess. Cool. 5 cards, getting a colorless card reward. Like a colorless card reward. Purity could be helpful against our current fight that we're going up against. I think Omni Slice helps us against more floor fights. And then at least we can get rid of the spoils map here. Didn't draw enough block. Fascinating. Guess I needed to go more ham into that. Getting fairly unfortunate draws. Tempest is a good win condition card. Overclock's an amazing card in general. 100% Omni. Omni? Yeah, I kind of like Omni too. Tempest is a great win condition card. Where are we at? Going to a campfire. Overclock is just an amazing card. If we upgrade Zap, it gets better. Gonna take the Tempest for now. About to fight Elite. I want to have better win conditions in the deck. We'll upgrade the Zap. Concerned because we're not healing. Okay, well, at least this turn I can get rid of all my blocks. Great. I think we're just gonna get as much lightning out as possible. If you think Tempest as well, good, good. Yeah, I can afford to take one here. Not so bad. Yeah, Omni definitely helped out in this fight a lot. Focus Potion, that's going to help save us to... I think it's going to be a charged battery here. Not the fight I wanted to see. Would you believe it? Want to defend. So we got down 20 HP. At least we're on track for beating them before they get to do massive amounts of damage, and now we're not. Now we literally just perfectly failed because that draw was the worst it could be. I'm so upset. I'm a little tilted. We're only taking 9 damage because of it, but we could have taken 0. So it goes, I guess. Cool-headed. There's good reasons to take cool-headed. We have a lot of lightning right now. We have some 0-cost cards. It's not the best card currently. I do want to visit a shop. White Beast Statue helps. We have 2 potions. I kind of want to visit 2 shops. We're going to rest and fight this Elite. I don't think it's too risky. Then we're going to go shopping. Sure. Go to that. Cool. Got a leap for our troubles. I'm a little bit worried about this. This is alright. I think we'll use the Focus Potion on the boss fight most likely, as things are going here. Actually, good time for an Energy Potion. Just get Tempest going crazy. Okay, let's just do all our damage. We're not going to find a more damaging turn than that. Yeah, we should just win automatically next turn, basically. Yeah, you have energy pots into Tempest? Yeah. It's true. Now, look how bad that turn could have been. Radiant Tincture is also going to help our Tempest play. We don't have a 0-cost attack. No, we do have a 0-cost attack. We have Omni Slice. Could take an early Feral. It's a very early Feral. I think Prowess is too good to pass up. I think we're going to take the Obby Smoothstone. Yeah, we might end up doing 2 fights, or I might just skip past 2 fights, depending on how dangerous this ends up looking. Okay, we get the Feral. It's kind of the best time for it. Okay, I'm gonna not take the risk on this fight. It's too much damage to potentially pass up on if our lightning doesn't hit the back guy for 3 damage. So we'll do this. And I don't think there's any risk here. Yeah. Thunder is great. Thunder's the win condition we need. I think I'm just gonna visit a shop for an easy act. Okay, Turbo is finally available. Wow. Well, I guess we're not getting the Turbo Ice Cream Dream. But we do love seeing Turbo. And as for what we upgrade, it's weird. I think Prowess is really good. Thunder's going to be really good. Feral's good. We have lots of upgrades we want. I'm going to do Prowess for now, because I feel like that's going to be the best currently. Now that we have so many better cards we can draw. Okay. So we're going to drink our Strength Potion on this fight. And then I'm going to hope to not have to play too much else. Like, we actually have a solid amount of decks. Turbo's great. Get a block. Might as well do damage on, as well as use our lightning. Yeah, that was real good. Thank you, Happy Flower. Making that easy. Now we just have a turn to survive the Soulfish. This is a very good fight. This turn sucked, but that's okay. This is the perfect turn to have suck. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't heal or anything silly like that. Helix Drill, Defrag, Feral. Helix Drill, Feral's pretty cool. Defrag's just really good. We're going lightning kind of. So this is a very big decision point in our run. We can go more into lightning or more into zero costs. I think it's fine to do both. They don't get in the way of each other too much here. But Defrag does help with like a little bit of frost generation with the cool headed we have as well. Both will want to upgrade. I'm going to go for the Helix Drill. Give me Briar's Flame for once. No. Upgrade 4 cards, though. We were just saying we have a lot of cards we want to upgrade, right? And I think that's still true. I do love Wax Relics, though. But I'm going to upgrade 4 cards. Thunder, Feral, Helix Drill. Could be the Cool Headed, but I'm going to do the Tempest for now. Now our deck looks a lot stronger. And I think we can fight an elite after going to a shop, especially. And then there's a shop right after that we can head to. Cool, we have just enough block to make it so this guy doesn't do any damage, or he gets stunned for the next turn. Prowess, we can do Tempest. They're going to do a lot of damage this turn if we don't find a way to deal with them. Guess what? We didn't find a way to deal with them. Oh, this sucks. Well, as long as we don't get like super unlucky. Yeah, we don't take too much here. Take 7. Sucks that we didn't get like Omni Slice at all there. That was brutal. Hologram. Hologram's going to be something we want. I think Beam Cell is also something we want. I think I want Hologram slightly more. Gain 10 max HP. Vigorous 8. Yeah, you can Vigorous 8 on the Helix Drill. Gonna go visit the shop. I'd like to buy this all for 1, but something's wrong with my button, apparently. Okay, we'll remove a strike. I think we're okay. Go to a question mark. Weirdly, I don't feel like I'm going to need the blocks. Cool. Love Helix Drill. Hotfix, Fusion, Overclock. Oh, I like Hotfix and Fusion, but I think... Sorry, not Hotfix. I like Fusion and Overclock, but I think I'm going to go Overclock with this deck. don't know if the block potion's better here or not. Clumsy at a random relic. I'm okay with random relic right now. Pantograph's a great relic to get out of that. And do I heal? I think I'm going to heal. Technically, it's down 2, but like, it feels correct to do right now. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Get a full block on that turn. Always go clumsy? I don't think always clumsy is correct. But I do love clumsy. Okay, we're gonna take some damage. Clumsy's an honorary member of the deck. Yeah, we'd love to get some synergy here. Now, our game plan against this guy with this could be a mistake. Yeah, I think it actually is a mistake. Let's not attack again, because it's not going to win. We're going to draw a bad. Yep. That's just going to be it. We just should just win with Thunder. I don't know what I was doing playing the Helix Drill and stuff. It's a good amount of damage, but I don't think that was ever correct. Now it's correct because we just win, but like, yeah. That's fine. Easy peasy. Second hologram doing anything for me? It's doing something. Cool. Now we get to go to a shop. Now we're good. Motion belt's nice. I think it's always correct unless you have a small deck that wants to go infinite quick. I don't know. I don't know if it's so simple. Maybe it is. I'm gonna get rid of the clumsy because I think it interferes with Helix Drill a little more than I'd like. I think our skim is good here. Weak is also probably good here. Retain your hand on the first turn of combat seems also good. Okay. Gonna not do an elite right there. We're definitely gonna try to visit a campfire if I can. Graded common attack, uncommon skill, radiant tincture. Okay, let's take a look at what the uncommon attacks and skills we can get are. It's like a hologram, always gets you there when there's a turbo. You only need one upgraded hologram anyways. Yeah, it's kind of what I feel, but I figured it'd also get upgraded from the card we were just about to pick up. So, uncommon skill. What would I like to see most? I guess Glacier could be alright. Boot sequence would be fine. I'd probably take that. Overclock's pretty good. Uncommon attack. Wow, very limited on the uncommon attack. And then as for common, what was it? Attacks or skills? Common skills. Ooh. Oh, okay. We're going common skills. Yeah, I was hoping to see a boost away here. I like the turbo as well. We are obviously going to rest with that low of HP. YB statue is definitely helping us out. I don't know, maybe I should go for a more aggressive first turn. What a weird turn. We can hologram a zap into hologram a hologram to get our zap back out. Is that fine? Maybe we'll just swift potion. Cool. Is that enough block? It's probably enough block for this guy at this Ascension level, right? Yeah. It'd be probably just enough block at the higher Ascension levels, would be my guess. So we have this, that, this, and whatever we hit with the Helix Drill probably dies. Yeah, actually wasn't whatever we hit, but the guy that we hit there Makes it so we take 0 damage. It's very pleasant. We have Thunder already. So Tempest seems pretty good. Let's do the calculations. So we will get 5 lightnings channeled. They do 8 plus 8, so they're doing 16 a pop. So 1, 2, 3 is what we need here, and 2 is all we need here. So this does perfectly win, no matter how it hits. So that's cool. Could take a gunk up now. It's good with prowess. It's fine with iteration. Iteration doesn't really make it that much better. But I'll acknowledge it is definitely fine. I like glasswork too, so we're considering glasswork here. It's effective block. It is AoE damage. It channels more orbs for us. We do like channeling orbs still. I think I'm going to take the upgraded glasswork. Largely because it's upgraded. Hidden gem. Kind of a hard thing to make use out of. We do like more draw. We also like a pen nib. Ooh. Am I ever going to remember the pen nib? There's going to be a lot of times I'm not going to be able to make pen nib work. But the times that you do make it work, oh boy. If we'd been able to get that ice cream earlier, this double energy would be a lot more exciting. Removing a strike is also pretty strong here. Sometimes you just need to remove a strike. I'm actually starting to, maybe the Seeker strike is really good. We do like this, right? Probably better stuff we can spend our money on in the future, but definitely a consideration. Okay, so do we want to upgrade or do we want to heal? Worm is scary. We do have lots of potions, but not the best potions for the fight. We have a relatively thin deck. Overclock in a sense helps it be thinner. If we upgrade that. I guess we have iteration as well. Moderately confident in us. Let's upgrade. We have Pantograph as well, right? I totally forgot we had Pantograph, so that's just luck. Prowess. You love to see that kind of turn. Hologram. What, the cool-headed? Like Turbo? Tempest? Sure. What a turn. Okay, we get a Frantic Escape. We get a Turbo. I didn't need to play it that way, but we did. Helix Drill's here, but we have nothing to spend our energy on. I might not play the Helix Drill this turn. I might save the Vigorous for a better turn. And by might, I mean that's like exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna pop this. Maybe I should have popped that slightly earlier. Well, definitely should have popped it earlier, but like, yeah. Like, I believe in us. We can get better turns. We have iteration now, so we should have less draw problems. Okay. Do you want to play some block? I'm happy playing a weak potion. We're doing lots of damage with the Tempest. And we're not taking too much here. We can overclock. We can hologram. Probably just Tempest. I guess we might as well fall lightning if we're going to do that. So yeah, very low energy this turn. The perfect turn for Helix Drill, of course. That's what you want to see. However, it might not matter. If it does matter, we don't want to lose. Kind of unlikely we lose, but let's do it this way, just in case. No, we actually just had lethal. I forgot the Helix Drill was going to come back to my hand. Second Helix Drill, not actually that strong. Shatter's kind of insane. Spinner's also really good. It's good for just constantly proccing Thunder and getting us value out of it. Shatter's really good. I don't know, I like all of these cards. I think I'm going to take the Shatter. It's hard to pass up on Shatter when it's amazing like this. Enchanted a card with Instinct. Had a random attack. Cost of powers is one more. So we do like energy. We like all of these options. We can't chant Helix Drill twice, unfortunately, so no Instinct on top of the plus 13 damage. Yeah, I guess the Instinct would only really hit Shatter and Omni Slice as the cards we care about. I guess Ball Lightning would be there too, so maybe not Instinct. Random attack that's free to play. This does dilute our deck a little bit, but it's a zero-cost attack for Feral. Those could be some pretty dang good attacks. Could even be all for one, right? Of course, the energy. We have enough draw to make use of the energy, and it does let Helix Drill hit higher highs. We do have 4 powers, but could still be worth it. I don't know. Crossbow's hard to go wrong with. Crossbow's a very, very good start. We're facing the test subject. I feel relatively comfortable versus the test subject. Not that I'm going to get complacent or anything, but like, I'm feeling okay. I'm going to go up the middle here. We have to fight Elite no matter what. I want to get to a campfire and then have a choice of fighting more difficult battles or not in the late game. Oh, you could also just get a free Meteor Strike. Thank you, Crossbow. That is a free attack that I could theoretically get. Cool. I don't say that changes things. It's kind of understating it. Don't think we're gonna need turbo this turn. Huge Tempest. Ah, good. I was hoping we'd draw the Thunder first. Great. Yeah, when you draw a free Meteor Strike, sometimes that's just a turn 1 win. Okay, we're going to skip all the rest of these. Actually don't need another hologram, I think. And I'd like a random relic. Strike Dummy. Sure. If only it was Helix Strike, am I right? Bag O Prep. Yeah, we like Bag of Prep. I think I like Bulk Up, too. We don't really have a need to have multiple orbs out. Outside of, I guess... Is that true? I guess we do have a need. I guess we have Shatter now, right? Shatter makes Bulk Up better. Or sorry, Shatter makes... Whatever. You know what I mean. Shatter is good with more orbs, so you can proc more orbs at a time. Is what I was trying to say. Oh, we didn't copy the Helix Drill. What am I doing? Wait, why was that blocking for 17? Did I have like extra block right then for some reason? We have 5 decks. It blocks for... Oh, it blocks for 12. It's an upgraded leap. Right, I forgot it got upgraded. No, then everything is as it should be. Turbo's in the discard. So might as well draw this. Cool. Easy fight. Skill Potion. I don't hate Chill, but I don't love Chill either. Compile Driver is fine here. It's upgraded too, makes it a little bit better. Enchant a power with Swift, we love that. Let's enchant Feral with Swift. Fight an Elite. Probably gonna have to use a potion or 2 or 3 here. But that's fine. Am I crazy or is the starting hand awesome? Wait, we probably don't need iteration. I feel like the fight doesn't go on that long. If the fight goes on that long, I'm making a huge mistake. Okay, so we have prowess. We have a focus strike. Maybe time for the radiant tincture. That was a good start. We're still taking damage. Okay, so he plays Feral. Just have all the energy in the world. If somehow this Tempest doesn't do it, that didn't even spend all my energy. Oh, because of the fusion gave me more energy after the fact. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's the type of turn we could look at there. Ooh, white noise. I can't say no to white noise. I can't. It's too fun. Alright, that fight went extremely well. I still don't know if I want to face another elite. I'd actually rather find another shop. Service today's Decider, great. 2 random relics, upgrade 2 cards. We don't have a way to get rid of cards in our hand, so this could deal damage to us. I don't want Frail either, though, but it's probably less bad. We get to choose the 2 cards we upgrade, so we'd like to upgrade Turbo. We'd like to upgrade Bulk Up. I'm going to choose that for now. I like the known quantity of that. And the less bad curse that we get there. I think Overclock being upgraded is long overdue as well. Okay, love that we get to get rid of that card first turn. This turn has potential to be insane. That potential is not stopping. Iteration. Draw a little bit. Okay. Didn't get to be as insane as I wanted it to be. Kind of, honestly, got unlucky. Oh, we didn't get to put all. Oh, we didn't get to put the All for One back in our hand. We'll get to do that now. Machine learning, sure, that's fine. Shatter. Get All for One now. Turbo. Draw. That's gonna be a big Helix drill. That'll do. Alright. And that's how you do a turn 1. Don't think we need a scavenge. We're probably strong enough to fight an elite, but I don't want to have to worry about heals. Pick up a random potion. Heart of Iron. Heart of Iron. I guess I like that better than a block potion. It's very similar utility, but could be better. Okay. Alright, how do I play this turn? Probably playing the Thunder, probably playing the Turbo. Gonna play the Overclock. I'm gonna play this. Imagine draws incoming. Capacitors, fine. All lightning. Would have been good to shatter. We can always get shatter back. Oh, sorry, we have retain on our first hand. I did buy that relic. That was something that I purchased personally for the deck. I feel like I should remember it. Let's grab Turbo. We don't have Feral just yet? Okay. But we have a good shatter. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Touch of Insanity could be insane, depending on what we play it on. I don't hate another boost away, then let's see. I like stats of the fish oil for this final fight. We're gonna heal up 25. So that's perfect. So we'll heal to full. Let's make the white noise free. And we're good. Alright. This should be an easy victory. If we lose this, it's because I threw. I don't actually have another explanation other than I just threw. That's got to be true. So we have Thunder. White noise should be good here. Overclock. Cool-headed. This is good. We've got lots of stats so far. Remember, you do retain your first hand. So let's retain. Let's play this smart. We got a 0-cost shatter. We could shatter twice. I mean, that is kind of fun. Void, Feral. We drew Helix Drill. Now, Helix Drill, not going to be as good on this fight. At least, I don't know. It's got more weaknesses right now. So we can skim. Did get Shame. That's a shame. There's no way Turbo like Tempest doesn't do it with the Shatter. Okay. We did get Frail, which sucks for this next turn, because we're gonna get attacked. But they're gonna get weakened. Probably time for the Heart of Iron. Right, we can actually weaken them twice. We don't actually have enough block to stop all the wounds. Seems dumb, but I'm going to actually triple my block because I suspect we can get through with it. I guess we don't care about a wound because we have iteration. Trying to find a time for this Helix Drill to work super well. This could be that time, but like again, I actually just want it on the final phase. I'm going to be greedy. We could just strike here. So like any way I can, yeah, we can hologram back this void so we don't have to draw it later. So can I make use of this hologram in any meaningful way? Turns out, yes. Shames here. Drew a void. That's not the worst in this situation. I do like having our block. Do I want a Tempest? I don't know. I think Lightning Orbs are more valuable for us than anything else. Getting Frailed for this next turn could hurt. We have Shatter. Okay. Let's consider our options carefully. Don't want to like Touch of Insanity this skim. I feel like I do. You know? Lock, skim, lightning. Suppose we can pick up a hologram, and the hologram could pick up a turbo. That won't help us draw, though. Like the other thing we could do is pick up like a weak. We're gonna get a boost away. I think boost away actually might have been like the weakest option I had there. Whatever. The shatter would have been big too, probably. Okay. Gonna get Frailed for next turn. Good, good. Frail's showing up, being real mean. Okay, got our extra energy though. This is it. This is the turn. This is where we go crazy. Show what we're made of. Never mind. This is not that turn. Next turn we can't go crazy. Or we can, but it doesn't really like do much. I'd like to just have blocks. Darn, I kind of wish I didn't play that FTL. I didn't want to draw that turbo. Oh, we got enough block. This compile driver goes crazy right now. Hyper beam, hilarious. We will skim. We get the helix drill. I mean, I don't know. Might as well grab the turbo here. We can finally do the thing. But like, it's already too late for this helix drill. They're at 1 HP. Alright. Well, save the helix drill for no reason. Anyways, we were having fun on that run. Lots of really strong, really amazing runs today. And we can move this number up. Sorry, we can move up to 15. We are on a 15 win streak, the highest I've ever been. We're going to move on to Ascension 3 in the next one, which will hopefully be on at latest Sunday. If I ever feel like it, I'll get on earlier. Friday, though, I'm doing Across the Obelisk streams. This was great. I had a really good time today doing all these runs. Feeling a lot more confident. Most of the runs felt really good. I guess the Necrobiter actually felt the weakest out of the bunch. And we still won pretty confidently, but definitely was not the strongest out of the runs we had today. But I felt like I played well. And that's good going forward, because we're going to have to play better and better as we climb these Ascension levels. 15 wins in a row is not bad, though. I'm more happy about that than I probably initially would have been, since I didn't think I was going to lose as often as I've been losing in the early stages. Anyways, hope you all have a great